today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and Southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in Northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and Southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in Northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and Southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in Northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and Southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in Northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and Southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in Northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and Southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in Northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and Southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in Northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and Southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in Northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10, or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in Northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and Southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call.
Hello.
Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started
slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. And they scream the worst things in life come free to us, 'cause we're just under the upper hand. I'm going mad for a couple grams, but she don't wanna go outside tonight. And in a pipe she flies to the motherland and sells love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. An angel will die covered in white, closed eye, hoping for a better life. This time we'll fade out tonight, straight down the line. They say she's in the class A team, stuck in her daydream. Been this way since 18, but lately her face seems slowly sinking, wasting, crumbling like pastries. They scream the worst things in life come free to us, and we're all under the upper hand. I'm going mad for a couple grams, and we don't wanna go outside tonight. In the pipe, we fly to the motherland, or sell love to another man. It's too cold outside for angels to fly. Angels to fly. Fly, fly. For angels to fly, to fly, to fly.
It's time for Forest City High School basketball on Mix 107.3 with Sarah Nakestall.
Thanks, John. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Buffalo Center, North Iowa High School. As we get set for tonight's pregame show, Forest City and North Iowa getting set for girls and boys basketball action tonight here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. This is our Kingland Construction pregame show brought to you by Kingland Construction Service in Forest City. They are proud of North Iowa and love to support the area in many ways. We need you to build a house, outer building, or even remodel. Call Kingland Construction Service today at 641-585-0101. Again, that's 641-585-0101. We'll have that pregame show for you in 30 seconds.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Sarah Nakestall with you here from North Iowa High School in Buffalo Center as we get set for a boy-girl doubleheader. Well, yesterday we were supposed to be in Algona for a boy-girl doubleheader, and of course Mother Nature had different plans once again. That's the second game now for Forest City that they've had to make up or schedule 3 different times. They've had to make up twice, but schedule 3 times. Eagle Grove, the first game of the year, we still haven't even played that game. The first conference game of the year was supposed to be Eagle Grove. Still have not played that game. It's been scheduled 3 times now. It's supposed to come up later on in a few days from now, in about a week, or a little over a week from now. But Bishop Garrigan again, a game that was originally scheduled, postponed, scheduled again, and now postponed for a second time. And we're going to try to play it tomorrow. So just if you haven't heard yet, we will be in Algona tomorrow. Girls at 3:15. Boys to follow. We'll have the pregame show around 3 o'clock, though. Iowa State playing a big game on the road in Stillwater against Oklahoma State. So we want to get you that action as well. So as soon as the final horn sounds in Stillwater, we're going to go directly to us, or we're going to go to us when that horn sounds, or if it isn't quite 3 o'clock yet by the time tip-off is set for 1:05. So we'll see what happens there. Tip-off set for 1:05 in Stillwater tomorrow. So if the game is over and they're in the post-game show, we'll get it to you right at 3 o'clock, the pregame show here for the Forest City girls. Though if they're still finishing up that game in Stillwater, we'll get you to Algona as soon as possible, as soon as that game ends there in Stillwater. So it should be a lot of fun. Forest City and Bishop Garrigan, that game coming up tomorrow. But tonight it's the Indians and the North Iowa Bison, a North Iowa Bison team that's in their 4th season with Rick Meyer, and a team that's playing some really good basketball as of late. This North Iowa team sitting on the season 5-9 overall. They're sitting at 1-8 in conference play, though compared to years past for this North Iowa team, just absolutely. We've known this is coming. Coach Meyer has been just slowly building and building up to this season. He's got them just 4 games under 500 right now, which is compared to a couple of years ago. Last year, this North Iowa team was 2-21 at the end of the season. 2 years ago, they were 1-20, and 3 years ago, they were 0-22. 4 years ago, they were 3-20. The last time they have won 6 games, which they're trying to do tonight here against Forest City. The last time this North Iowa team has won 6 games was back in 2017, 2018. They did that both in back-to-back years in 16, 17, 17, 18. They won 6 games, 6-16 one year, 6-17 the other year. So North Iowa trying to get to that 6-win threshold for the first time. Really, since these girls have been in high school, have never been to that 6-win threshold. So at 5 right now, I would assume they're going to get the 6th win, right? They're playing really good basketball this year, whether it comes tonight, whether it comes later on in the season. But I know Coach Erpeldink, talk to him. If you talk to him right now, he'll say, hey, absolutely, Forest City has got to be on their A game tonight. Otherwise, this North Iowa team very well could beat the Forest City Indians this evening. They have some big wins so far this year, especially here on their home court. They were able to get West Hancock. West Hancock team came up here in December, and North Iowa over West Hancock 52-49, the final score in that contest. They also had a nearly 30-point win, which it's been a little bit for this Bison team over Rockford back on December 6th. They won 59-24. That was on the road at Rockford, won by nearly 30 points in that contest. Now they've also had some games that I think they would really like back, especially their game with Garner Hayfield Ventura at Garner Hayfield Ventura back on December 3rd. Really a game where North Iowa right there, but GHV able to pull that out at the end, 49-36, the final score in that one. As of recent, though, they have picked up a couple of wins over GTRA and Eagle Grove. Also have a really close game with Belmont Clemmy, 44-39, the final in that one. And what I thought was really impressive for this North Iowa team, they went that game was here in Buffalo Center, put up 41 points on Bishop Garrigan, the team that Forest City is supposed to see tomorrow. This North Iowa team put up 41 points on that juggernaut of a Class 1A team in Bishop Garrigan. The final score 85-41, so nearly 40, or actually an over 40 point defeat, but still 41 points offensively on a very good Bishop Garrigan team. The last 2 nights out, let's go back 4 nights out, though, have been losing efforts for this North Iowa team. It goes back to January 6th, the last time they've been in the win column. They lost to Garner Hayfield Ventura, 4-game losing streak. Garner Hayfield Ventura, Lake Mills, North Union, and Central Springs, the past 4 games for this Bison team playing for the first time in 4 days. Forest City, on the other hand, Indians coming off a loss in their last outing as well to North Union. Indians last played 3 days ago, so Forest City has North Iowa has 1 day of rest on Forest City. Indians last played 3 days ago against the North Union Warriors there in Forest City, which the Indians did not come out on top, 62-48, the final score in that one. Otherwise, it was a 2-game win streak before that for Forest City. All right, we're going to take a break here on Kingland Construction pregame show. We're going to come back in a minute and a half. We'll have more from the pregame show in a minute and a half here on KIOW.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee. Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services, free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Let's take a look at this series all-time in girls basketball between these two teams. It's the 107th meeting between Forest City and North Iowa. The Indians are currently on a 16-game win streak. The last time North Iowa beat Forest City was the first game of the 2013-2014 regular season. These two teams have met, as we mentioned, 106 times all-time. This is number 107. Forest City has won 68 of those 105 meetings. North Iowa, the other 38 games they have won. And when it comes to the regular season, Forest City has won 64. North Iowa has won 38. And these two teams have met 4 times in the postseason. Years ago, Forest City is 4-0 all-time when it comes to postseason games against North Iowa, or that also includes schools that have been or before they became North Iowa as well. That goes back to the Buffalo Center Rake days, Buffalo Center Rake and Lakota days as well, and then they became North Iowa, and so that record includes all of that time between all of those names when it goes to all together. Forest City, on the other hand, again coming off that loss against North Union on Tuesday night, a game that Forest City, North Union kind of just controlled that game from start to finish and was able to find the win there over the Forest City Indians. And the Indians trying to get back on track. Again, North Iowa on a 4-game losing streak, also trying to get back on track. A North Iowa team that averages about 36, almost 37 points per game. When we look at the points per game, they shoot about 29% from the floor. Forest City, on the other hand, shooting about 33% from the floor. And when it comes to rebounding, the Bison about 30 rebounds per game. Forest City right there at the same mark, about 30 points. Forest City scores about 7.5 more points per game than they are giving up. North Iowa is giving up about 13 more points than they are scoring. We mentioned scoring about 36, 37 points per game, where they give up almost 50 points per game. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup, first of all, for the North Iowa Bison and head coach Rick Meyer. Number 13 is a sophomore guard at 5'1", Aisha Job. She wears number 13 and making her 15th start of the season. Number 15 is a junior guard at 5'4", Becca Hoffman, making her 14th start of the season for North Iowa. Number 21 is a junior forward at 5'10". Number 21 is Miriam Bankin, making her 15th start of the season. Number 25 is Ashlyn Beekler at 5'6". Beekler is a sophomore, wears number 25, making her 15th start of the season. And number 33 is Elizabeth Benkin at 5'8", the senior guard, making her 15th start of the season. Again, North Iowa is 5-9, 1-8 in the TIC West under head coach Rick Meyer in his 4th season. Forest City's starting lineups look like this. Number 2 is a sophomore guard at 5'6", Colette Logus. Number 3 is a guard, Emma Anderson. Number 4 is a forward at 5'10", Bethany Warren. Number 5 is a junior guard at 5'7", Jaden Jerome. Number 22 is a guard at 5'4", Carly Lambert starting for the Indians, and head coach Matt Erpelding in his 5th season with Forest City. He's 68-37. The Indians are 7-5 overall and 5-2 in the TIC West. We'll come back after the national anthem for tip-off between Forest City and North Iowa right after this.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hanson Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Again, our pregame show today brought to you by our good friends at Kingland Construction Service in Forest City. Thanks to Eric and his crew for all they do for our community. 641-585-0101 is how you contact them. Forest City will wear their red jerseys here on the road. White numbers, white Forest City across the chest. Numbers are on front and back. North Iowa in white jerseys, blue numbers. North Iowa, or North on top of the numbers, Iowa on bottom of the numbers. That is on blue. Numbers are in blue on front and back. North Iowa will win the tip. They've got the basketball first. We are underway here from North Iowa High School in Buffalo Center. Left side of your radio dial. That's where the Bison have the basketball. It's Job with it. Job being guarded by Carly Lambert. Top of the key, this is Becca Hoffman. 79 points this year for Hoffman. It's Elizabeth Bankin. Colette Logus has a steal for the Indians. Logus going the other way. Logus trying to work on Job. Feeds it to Anderson. Anderson kicks it back out. Lambert will try for a three. That's no good. Rebound to Colette Logus, and she scores. Great rebound there by Logus. Puts it back up and scores for the Indians. She has Forest City's first basket of the game. It's 2-0 Indians. 7:19 on the clock. Now Jerome going for a steal. She poked it away, but Colette Logus is going to get the steal. Logus to the rim. Her shot no good. Got a little far under. North Iowa's got it. North Iowa trying to go cross court, down court to Miriam Bankin. Bankin falls down with the basketball, though, and Bethany Warren's going to pick it up. Back to Logus. Logus again. Right-handed layup goes. Colette Logus has another 2-point bucket, and it's 4-0 Indians. 6:55 to play first quarter. Across the half-court line comes Job with the basketball on the right wing. Job working towards the corner, now gives it back to the top of the key. This is Elizabeth Bankin. Beekler had it for a moment. Now Job back out to Bankin. Bankin with the basketball. Anderson going for a steal. She doesn't get it, though. Over to Job, 13 on the shot clock for North Iowa. Job on the right side. Try to feed inside to Beekler. It's stolen away by the Indians. Forest City, a fresh shot clock as they come across the timeline. Pushed ahead. Jaden Jerome's got it now. Anderson. Anderson works from the right corner all the way up to the top of the key. Now in the left corner, it's Carly Lambert. Back to Anderson. 7:16 to play first quarter. From the free throw line, that's a high percentage shot for Jaden Jerome, and she turns around and knocks it down from the charity stripe. It'll count for 2 this time, though, as the Indians lead 6-0 across the half-court line. Here comes Hoffman with the basketball, being guarded by Colette Logus. They feed it inside. Good feed inside, but the shot is blocked by Bethany Warren. As Elizabeth Bankin tried for that one. Logus to Anderson on the right side. Now Jaden Jerome going to try for a three. That's no good. Rebound is picked up by Logus. Trying to go inside to Anderson, but it's poked away. Beekler's got it for North Iowa. Up to Job across the half-court line come the Bison. on the right wing. 29 on the shot clock. 5:31 to play on the game clock here in the first quarter. Indians have another steal. This time it's Lambert. She pushes it ahead to Anderson. Anderson from the third block. Floater, no, a bit long. Bethany Warren fighting for the rebound. She was fighting with Hoffman, but Hoffman gets it. Hoffman rips it away from Bethany Warren. Outlet pass to Miriam Bankin, and a foul called on Forest City. Indians will be charged with their first foul. It'll go against Jaden Jerome. Her first, team's first. Inbound the basketball for North Iowa. Baseline to the right side of the backboard. It's into Miriam Bankin. Job's going to try for a three, top of the key. That's no good, a bit long. Jaden Jerome's got the rebound for the Indians, a fresh 35, and here comes Forest City, pushed across the timeline. Short corner right side, Colette Logus for the two, it's no good, and the rebound goes to Miriam Bankin for North Iowa. Job has got it. She'll bring it across. 4:55 to play first quarter. Here's Becca Hoffman at the free throw line. Beekler back to Job on the right wing. Job trying to go back to Beekler. The ball's loose on the floor. There's a fight for it. Colette Logus just poked it out of the hands of Beekler, and it will go to Forest City. Beekler thought she had it. Colette Logus from almost a prone position reached up and poked it away. 3-point basket the other way for Carly Lambert is no good, and the rebound comes to North Iowa. Again, the ball is loose on the floor, but the Bison will clear it. Miriam Bankin brings it across the half-court line. Miriam Bankin top of the key. Here's Beekler. Over to Hoffman on the right wing. Now Job. Job back to Hoffman. 18 on the shot clock for North Iowa. Back to Job. 4:11 to play here in the first quarter. Indians lead the basketball game. Inside, it's Beekler out to Job. Head fake. 4 seconds on the shot clock, though. North Iowa's got to put a shot up, and it will be, well, it'll go out of bounds, and the shot clock's at 0. So it's a turnover either way, whichever one you want to count, and Forest City will get the basketball. 3:55 to play here in the first quarter. Indians lead 6-0. Logus has 4. Jerome has 2. Jerome's got it right now for the Indians in the right corner. Now Anderson. Anderson steps around a defender in the lane. The floater is a bit short, and the rebound comes to North Iowa. Anderson trying to create a turnover in the backcourt, though. Hoffman will get it across the half-court line as she pushes it to Beekler. Back to Job. 25 on the shot clock for North Iowa. Job nearly into the backcourt. She saves it, though, brings it back up to the right wing. Here's Beekler, short corner right side, just behind the second block. No good. Bethany Warren clears for the Indians. Passes it out to Jerome. Jerome wants the run. Across the half-court line to Anderson on the right wing. Anderson across. Beautiful left wing. Colette Logus for 3. It's good. It rattled for a moment. Looked like it was going to pop out, but it finds its way home. And it's now the Indians leading 9-0 with 3:08 to play in the first quarter. Job on the right wing. Job. Here's Hoffman, top of the key. Now it's Elizabeth Bankin. Lost it out of bounds. They're going to say it was poked out by Forest City, though, and it will stay with North Iowa, left side of your radio dial. Carly Lambert, Colette Logus go out. Hayden Brown, Lily Nelson are in for the Indians. Job, left wing, gets the inbound pass. Good defense by Anderson. Makes her pass it off to Hoffman. Now back to Beekler. Job with the basketball near half court. Now to the right side. Hoffman's going to try for a 3. That's good. Becca Hoffman cans the first bucket for North Iowa. It's a 3-point basket. And it's now 9-3. Forest City leads by 6. 2:35 to play first quarter. Inside. Oh, the Indians throw it away. They try to feed it inside. Good job by Miriam Bankin as she's going to steal it away from Bethany Warren. Job across the half-court line. Job makes one miss. Now she has to bounce it back out. Nearly going out of bounds. She threw it to one of her teammates, but it's right into the hands of Emma Anderson. She jumped the route. Anderson with the interception for Forest City. Now Jaden Jerome on the right wing, and we've got 3 seconds in the lane called against Forest City. We'll go the other way. 2:11 to play here in the first quarter. It's Indians 9, Bison 3. And we'll see an inbound pass here for North Iowa. Beekler with the basketball. Oh, it's stolen by the Indians in the backcourt. Jerome just in front of the free throw line, no good. Hayden Brown the rebound, and the follow-up 2 is good. Great job there by Hayden Brown. She's always in the right spot, always looking for that basketball to come back down. And she pulls it in here for the Indians. Short corner left side. It's Miriam Bankin for 2, no good. Rebound to Hayden Brown. She's through 3 defenders. There was 3 defenders on her. She breaks all 3 of them. Now the Indians have numbers. Bethany Warren. Oh, and Bethany Warren has collided with Job, and it'll be a foul on Job, and free throws coming for the Indians. Foul for North Iowa will go on Job. It'll be her first foul of the game. First foul against North Iowa as a team. And the first free throw for Bethany Warren is up, and it is good. And she will get one more free throw for Forest City. It's up, and it is also good. So Bethany Warren will make a pair for the Indians. Forest City will extend their lead now 13-3. 1:38 to play here in the first quarter. It's Becca Hoffman who will bring the ball across the line. Indians by 10. Hoffman, right side to Job with the basketball. Job, two defenders on her. Forest City, Drew Saglum, Lily Nelson's in, and she has to throw it away. Job couldn't quite find a defender there. She throws it right to Emma Anderson. Anderson inside to Brown. Brown for two, no good. She got too far underneath. Brown underneath the... We got a foul on North Iowa as Drew Saglum caught an elbow. So it's going to go on Miriam Bankin. Miriam Bankin, not intentional, as she had the basketball in hand. She was trying to avoid somebody stealing it, so she was rocking her elbows, trying to avoid it, and she got one square right in the face of Drew Saglum. And now we're going to have a switch because the official on the baseline was trying to give the basketball to North Iowa. And the official that just called the foul said, no, wait, we got a foul on North Iowa, so the basketball has to go to Forest City, as it will. Indians for a three, it's no good. And across the half-court line, here comes North Iowa after the missed three by Forest City. Miriam Bankin, again, it was not intentional there with the elbow, but it got Drew Saglum. Job's going to try for a three. That's no good. Rebound is poked out to the Bison. They're going to get another opportunity. Hoffman, who has the only 3 points for North Iowa, the three-point basket, has it. 27 on the shot clock. Here's Beekler. Now in the corner, Job. Good defense there as the Indians will collapse quickly. Hoffman's going to try for another three. That's no good, a bit long this time. Anderson and Job fighting for the rebound. A third opportunity for North Iowa, and Job scores. North Iowa gets a third opportunity on another rebound. This time they capitalize. It's 13-5. Brown left wing. She's going to try for an answer three. That's no good. Saglum the rebound. Puts it back up. Saglum no good. Brown will get it. Forest City a third opportunity now. Anderson on the left wing. 18 seconds to play in the quarter. Top of the key, Jerome. Short corner, it's Brown. Left side, Brown. Now it's Anderson for a three. No. Rebound to Miriam Bankin. 7 seconds to play in the quarter. 5 to play in the quarter. Hoffman. I'm not sure she saw it at first. Now as the quarter will expire, Beekler will try for a long three. It's no good. Off the left side of the backboard, and that will be the end of the first quarter. We've played one. It's North Iowa and Forest City. Indians lead 13-5. We'll come back for quarter number 2 right after this. This is Forest City girls basketball from KIOW.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland, Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. As Forest City will lead North Iowa. We've got 7:55 left here in the second quarter. They got to get that changed as we are starting a fresh quarter. Should be 8. There we go. They started the quarter with 7:55. Should be a full 8. We haven't started the second quarter yet, so there's a conversation going on at the scorers table. Meanwhile, it's the Indians leading the Bison 13-5 after the first quarter of play. One foul apiece on both teams, so far both teams okay foul-wise. Job has the foul for North Iowa. It is Jaden Jerome who has the foul for Forest City. Now all three officials have come together to talk about it. They got the clock back to 8 minutes. All three officials now have made their way to half court and are having a conversation. Maybe they're talking about possession. Whose possession? That should be in the official book. on the possession. Now they're going to bring the coaches together to have a conversation. So at first the clock said 7:55. They got that back to 8. Then all three officials got at center court. We're having a conversation. Now they've brought both coaches, fourth-year head coach Rick Meyer, fifth-year at Forest City head coach Matt Erpelding, together with the officials to have a conversation. Seems like everybody is nodding in agreement. That's a good sign when officials and both coaches are nodding. Trying to listen in here on the conversation being had. Now the officials are still coming together and talking again. Now they're going to get back with the shot clock isn't working. Okay. So it appears like the shot clock is not working. So now they're trying to figure out what they're going to do about that with no shot clocks. A new addition here in high school basketball in 2022-2023. We're seeing really the first kind of major problem we've had as far as the shot clocks go. Now the officials are talking with all 10 players that are actively on the court for both teams. Colette Logus, Hayden Brown, Lily Nelson, Carly Lambert, Bethany Warren for Forest City. Miriam Bankin, Sam Schmid, Job, Hoffman, and Beekler for North Iowa. So that's the conversation. I'm not sure how we're going to track shot clock, but either way, whatever they have come up with, everybody was nodding in agreement. Oh, now the shot clock is spinning. Okay. Not sure what the conversation is about, but some kind of a conversation was happening. Anyway, we're back to basketball. Right side, Forest City has got it. Carly Lambert thought about passing it, but nobody guarded her, so she's just going to pull up for a three. It's no good. A rebound to the Indians, but now they're going to call a foul on Forest City. No, they called a foul on North Iowa. Pardon me. He pointed the wrong way. He definitely pointed foul towards Forest City. So, no, they called it. And I was wondering, I thought he said 15, but the Indians don't have a 15, so I thought maybe he messed it up and was meaning 14 as Hayden Brown. But, no, he did mean 15. It's Becca Hoffman picking up a foul for North Iowa. Indians keep the basketball. Now the Indians are going to throw it away, and North Iowa will get it back either way. 7:37, well, we've had some crazy things happening. 7:37 to play here in the second quarter. Indians lead 13-5. That's the important part for both teams, the scoreboard. That's what both teams want to know. Job trying to go coast to coast, but she's blocked by Carly Lambert. Job going coast to coast, drove in. Lambert, though, gets the block. Now Colette Logus will try for a transition three, left side, no good. Beekler has the rebound for North Iowa. She outlet passes to Job, but Job mishandles it. It's stolen by Colette Logus. Inside to Nelson. Nelson travels, and we're going the other way. Both teams will turn it over. 7:14 to play here in the second quarter. It's 13-5. Forest City in the lead over North Iowa. They'll inbound the basketball to Beekler. Beekler to Job. Job with it. Hands it to Hoffman. Hoffman now to Miriam Bankin, left wing. Inside to Beekler, who's at the first block. She was open. Her shot no good. A rebound is battled for. It's on the floor. Who's going to come up with it? Schmid did for North Iowa, but she's laying on the out-of-bounds line, so it'll go back to Forest City. So Schmid came up with it for the Bison, but she was laying on the out-of-bounds line when she grabbed the basketball, and she was in sole possession of it. So it'll go to Forest City. 6:56 to play here in the second quarter. It's been a wild start to our second quarter, but the Indians have the basketball and the lead 13-5. Lily Nelson, left wing. Nelson with the basketball. Hands it back to Colette Logus, 10-foot volleyball line. Bethany Warren got it out. She was trying to feed it to Brown. It's stolen away by Hoffman. Hoffman in the lane. Hoffman stops. Gives it to Beekler. Beekler for two, no. Again, the ball is loose. Battled for it. It goes off of Lily Nelson and will go to North Iowa. 6:34 to play second quarter. It's the Indians 13, the Bison 5. North Iowa will inbound the basketball. Left side of the backboard on the baseline. Beekler passes it into Miriam Bankin, short corner right side. Out to Hoffman. Hoffman, this is Elizabeth Bankin. Beekler. And it's taken away by Forest City as the Indians have the basketball. Jennifer Lopez is in for the first time here for North Iowa. Here's a two. It's up, and it is good for Bethany Warren. So Bethany Warren will find the 2-point basket for the Indians. She's gone 4. She had 2 free throws a moment ago, and it's 15-10 Forest City. Beekler. Here's Lopez. Inside. Miriam Bankin back to Lopez on the right wing. Taken away by the Indians. Nelson's got a steal. Good outlet pass to Logus. Left-handed layup is good. Great pass and assist there for Lily Nelson. Gets it off to Logus, and Logus finishes the job. Finds the 2-point basket. It's now 17-5. 5:35 to play here in the second quarter. Hoffman with the basketball. On the right wing, Hoffman. Over to Lopez. Here's Beekler with the basketball. Across court to Hoffman, who will try for a 3. That's no good. Rebound to Brown. Brown lost the handle on it. Lily Nelson up to Lambert, who's open. She'll find a left-handed layup, and a 2 is good. Carly Lambert will score for the first time. Timeout North Iowa as the Indians now lead 19-5 with 5:11 to play in the second quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 or see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you from North Iowa High School in Buffalo Center as the Indians and the Bison doing battle this evening. It's been a fun one so far. Forest City has found a few straight here to spring it forward, but North Iowa and Forest City have been right there with each other all game long. Oh, North Iowa is going to turn it over, and the Indians will get it back. As Miriam Bankin fed it ahead to Elizabeth Bankin, and it just goes out of bounds just off the hands, and it will go back to Forest City. 5:01 to play second quarter, 19-5. The Indians lead the basketball game. Emma Anderson has it here for Forest City. Carly Lambert in the corner. Now Colette Logus, short corner left side. Jaden Jerome going to try for a 2. It's long, and Hoffman gets the rebound. Indians trying to force a turnover in the backcourt, though Hoffman, nifty moves, will get around Forest City. Indians go for a steal, poked out of bounds by Logus, stays with North Iowa. So North Iowa will keep the basketball. Inbound Job with it. Job inbounds the basketball. She's got it, and she traveled, and it'll go back to Forest City. They inbounded Job. Job was trying to work around the Indian defender and just walked with it. It goes back to the Indians with 4:33 to play here in the second quarter. 19-5, Forest City in the lead. Across the half-court line comes Colette Logus at the Bison logo at center court. Now in the left corner, Jaden Jerome, left wing. Carly Lambert feeds to Brown. Brown poked it for a moment, but poked it right into the hands of Elizabeth Bankin for North Iowa. Inside Miriam Bankin, and North Iowa will throw it away. So the Bison turn it over. It will go out of bounds. It will go back to Forest City. Aubrey Miller is going to check in for the first time tonight for Forest City. As Aubrey in, Carly Lambert out. 4:12 to play here in the second quarter. Colette Logus will bring the ball across the half-court line for the Indians. She'll switch spots with Anderson. Now Anderson, top of the key, left side is Miller. Here's Jaden Jerome. And Jaden Jerome with a little bit of an overpass, trying to go to Logus out of bounds. It will go back to North Iowa. Jerome was on the left wing. Logus was on the right wing, and Jerome tried to feed it to her, but threw it just a bit long and out of bounds. It will go back to North Iowa. Job with the basketball, trying to bring it across the half-court line. And Hayden Brown's got a steal for the Indians, and a foul is going to be called. .7:48 to play here in the second quarter. It'll be the third team foul on North Iowa. Pardon me, fourth team foul on North Iowa. 1 on Forest City. Anderson's got the basketball. Left side, it is Logus for a 3, no good. Ball is loose. Miriam Benkin's going to come up with it, but she's trapped by Indians in the backcourt. Hayden Brown's got a steal. Brown for 2, and she's fouled. Oh, no, pardon me, it's going to be a blocked shot. So a big block shot there for North Iowa, no foul call. We're going the other way here with North Iowa. Miriam Benkin for 2, no good. Rebound to Anderson. Anderson across the half-court line. I think the block was clean, but there was a little bit of body. That's what Forest City was looking for. Miller's going to try for a 3. That's no good. Miriam Benkin trying to get the rebound. She does. Outlet pass to Job. Job across the half-court line. Job to Beekler. Beekler for 2. It's good. Ashlyn Beekler gets the runner to go for North Iowa. And now the Indians want to run. Brown try to go inside to Anderson. Stolen away by North Iowa. And the Bison will once again get the basketball back. 19-7. Forest City leads. North Iowa trying to cut into it, though. Job for 2. No. Rebound to Miller. Miller outlet pass to Brown. Brown across the half-court line. Over to Logus left wing. Logus has her shot blocked. Brown grabs it for the Indians to Miller inside the lane, and a foul is called. And Miller will go to the free throw line for Forest City. So Aubrey Miller going to the free throw line for the Indians. Foul for North Iowa will go against Job. That'll be her second. 5th team foul. Miller at the free throw line. First free throw is no good. So Aubrey Miller will get one more here for Forest City as her first one doesn't go. Indians have scored. Free throw is up and it is good. 6 points so far here in the quarter. Now 7 points with the free throw for Miller. 20-7 Indians lead. They led 13-3 at the end of the first quarter. 2:19 to play until halftime. Job will inbound the basketball as the Indians batted away from North Iowa. Passing it around. Job's got it. She's going to try for a 3 right wing. That's no good. Rebound is battled for by Bethany Warren. She comes up with it to Anderson. Anderson outlet pass to Logus. Logus inside for 2. Her shot is good. Colette Logus with a nice bucket there for the Indians, fading away from the hoop. And she was trying to get away from the defender. She's got 11 in double figures for Forest City. Job. Here's Hoffman on the right wing. 25 on the shot clock. Schmidt at the free throw line. Gives it back to Hoffman, trying for her second 3. No good. Rebound to Jaden Jerome. Bo Jerome is trapped by 3 Bison. And Jaden Jerome will throw it off of Beekler's foot, and it will stay with Forest City. Jerome was in a cage there as she had 3 North Iowa Bison draped around her and no teammates nearby. She couldn't go anywhere. She was trapped by the out-of-bounds line. She throws it off the foot of Beekler, and the Indians will get it back. 22-7. Inbound pass. Stolen away by North Iowa. Here comes Miriam Benkin. Benkin to Hoffman on the right wing. Hoffman will try for a 3. That's no good. Rebound to Jaden Jerome and to Elizabeth Benkin. It'll be a jump ball, and it will go to North Iowa. So Jaden Jerome and Benkin both tie up for that one. Jump ball to the Bison. 1:25 to play second quarter. 22-7. Waldorf University will bring you the halftime show. Beekler steps around a defender going for 2, and she's fouled and will head to the free throw line. Foul for Forest City goes on Bethany Warren. That'll be her first. Second team foul against the Indians. Beekler's first free throw is up, and it is good. So Beekler gets the first one to go, her third point of the night. Second free throw is no good. Rebound North Iowa. Put back up. Miriam Benkin gets the rebound and puts it back up for the Bison. So a 3-point play there for North Iowa brings it back to a 12-point game, 22-10. Jaden Jerome on the right wing. Now Anderson, left wing in the corner. Aubrey Miller inside the lane. Anderson steps around a defender for 2. Great play there. Emma Anderson scores for the first time. 24-10. Indians by 14. 58 seconds to play here in the quarter. Job. Out to Beekler on the right wing. Now Miriam Benkin to Hoffman. Hoffman on the right side. 20 on the shot clock. 46 on the game clock. Here's Elizabeth Bacon. Beekler thought about a three, doesn't pull the trigger. Colette Logus has a steal. Logus going the other way. Logus for two. She's fouled and will go to the free throw line. Becca Hoffman fouled. Colette Logus coming back the other way. It'll be the second foul of the ball game against Hoffman. 6th team foul against North Iowa. And Colette Logus will go to the free throw line for the Indians. She'll have a pair. First one is up and it is good. Colette now with 12 points on the night. She'll get one more free throw here for Forest City. It's up and it is no good. Rebound to North Iowa. It's Beekler. Hoffman now still in the backcourt. Colette Logus with the pressure for the Indians. Hoffman does get it across the half-court line to Miriam Bacon. Jobe has got it. There's about a second and a half difference between the shot clock and game clock. Miriam Bacon. Beekler will try for a three. That's no good. Rebound to Jaden Jerome. Shot clock off. 13 seconds to play in the second quarter. Colette Logus has got it. 10 seconds to play in the first half. Aubrey Miller, 7 seconds. She'll try for a three. It's no good. Rebound to Jerome. Jerome back to Logus. Now there's a fight for the basketball. 1 second left. Logus, short corner. It's good. Colette Logus, short corner right side. Grabbed it on the scramble. Just put it up at the buzzer, and she gets the 2-point basket to go. And the Indians will lead 26-10 as we head to halftime. It was an exciting half in which the Forest City Indians lead by 16, 26-10. We'll take a break. We'll come back in about a minute and a half. Waldorf University halftime show. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
The Super Bowl at Forest City is open nightly for League and Open Bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Bucchese pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer. Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City. For earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. And actually, the scoreboard was off, and we figured that out. Scoreboard had only 26 points up there, but after going back and figuring out, I had 27, and obviously the scorebook did as well, as they have now changed it, so it's actually 27-10. Forest City leads 27-10 here at the halftime instead of 26-10, and actually it ruined the that extra point for Forest City ruined the same score for both teams in both quarters. The Indians led 13-5 at the end of the first quarter, and we had thought that the Indians and Bison and Bull scored 13-5 again in the second quarter for 26-10, but instead it's 14-5. Forest City, of course, will take that extra point to lead by 17 here at halftime. Well, it's been an entertaining, interesting half here between these two teams. We have some crazy things. We had that huddle. The shot clock wasn't working. We've had, let's go back to that block. I don't want to make it sound like just every time, because I like that. I like that in girls basketball. We're finally seeing officials let girls play a little bit. It seems like as we've gone through the years, it seems like anything inside no matter what. Anytime there's ever any kind of contact with the ball or contact with the body or anything, there's always a foul in girls basketball, and sometimes you don't see that as much in boys basketball. In boys basketball, you always hear the phrase, they let them play a little bit. It seems like they always let the boys play a little bit, but they always call a lot of fouls in the girls' game, and I like to see that. I like to see how they that big shot block there from North Iowa, they let that one go. They let them play a little bit and get physical with each other, and that's good to see. I think what the Forest City fans wanted there, they didn't want a foul called on the shot block. The Indian fans thought that after the shot block, the defender's body went into the offender and kind of put a lot of body on top of her, and that's where Forest City really thought that foul had come into, was that body foul and not on the block. It was a very good block, very clean block there for North Iowa, but I think where the Indian fans and coaches really wanted that foul to come was with the body. I think it's okay. I'm okay with them letting that one go. There's no problem at all with me letting that one go. It's fun to see them play a little bit and throw some bodies around. It's kind of fun. I enjoy that. So Indians lead 27-10 here at the halftime. Our halftime show today brought to you by our good friends at Waldorf University. Waldorf supports our local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their educations and careers. Find out how to become a Warrior today at waldorf.edu. That's waldorf.edu to learn how to become a Warrior today. Waldorf University, they support the Forest City Indians. All right, we'll take a break here. Our Waldorf University halftime show will come back in a couple of minutes. When we do come back, we will have our stats and our rundown from the first half. Again, this Waldorf University halftime show. Forest City and North Iowa. The Indians lead 27-10. We'll come back in 2 minutes. Indian girls basketball from KIOW.
Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
The County Line C team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, Agrigold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Amy Ryan and Patrick Schoenhoven of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zared Eggestal with you here from North Iowa High School as the Indians and the Bison in a battle here in girls basketball. It's been a lot of fun so far tonight between these two teams, and I know it's going to continue here between North Iowa and Forest City, and we're glad to have each and every single one of you along the way with us as well. Our halftime show today brought to you by our good friends at Waldorf University. They support our local athletes and look forward to helping them further their educations and careers. You can find out how to do so by going to waldorf.edu. That's waldorf.edu to learn how to become a Warrior today. I know there is Waldorf basketball in action tonight. They're also in action tomorrow, and we'll broadcast it for you. So if you'd like to listen to the Waldorf men's and women's Waldorf basketball tomorrow, you can do so on KHAM. That's our sister station, KHAM, where the West Hancock Eagles and Waldorf play for the most part. Waldorf will find their way on KIOW from time to time, but for the majority, if you're looking for a Waldorf game, a lot of times going to be on our sister station on KHAM. B103, that's 103.1 FM. So again, action going on today, and then again they have more action tomorrow, and we'll broadcast. AJ Taylor will have that for you as I am heading to Algona for Forest City in Algona Bishop Garrigan following the Iowa State game. So let's see if we can get you some information here about what is going on with Waldorf when it comes to tonight. The Warriors are taking on Bellevue this evening. The Warrior men tipping off with Bellevue at 7:30. Former Forest City Indian Noah Miller will be in action for the Indians at 7:30 this evening, taking on Bellevue. It's coaches versus cancer night as well. Tomorrow is Dakota State. Again, the women will tip off first tomorrow on KHAM, followed by the men's game. The women also taking on Bellevue this evening. That game started about a little over an hour ago. The women taking on Bellevue, and the men's game will come up to follow. I'm going to see if I can get you a score. Bellevue 64, Waldorf 41. That's in the fourth quarter. Again, Bellevue leading Waldorf 64-41. That's your Waldorf update here at your Waldorf University halftime show. Again, the men will follow. You can also watch those games and pay attention to live stats online at waldorfwarriors.com. Taking a look at our halftime stats here from North Iowa. It is Forest City leading 27-10. Colette Logus has 14 of the 27 points for Forest City. The other 13 points look like this. Bethany Warren has 4. Emma Anderson has 2. Jaden Jerome has 2. Hayden Brown has 2. Carly Lambert has 2. And Aubrey Miller has 1. For North Iowa, their scoring looks like this. Becca Hoffman has 3. Job has 2. Beekler has 3. And Elizabeth Bankin has 2. North Iowa committed 16 fouls in the first half. Nobody in too much foul trouble. 2 fouls on Becca Hoffman and 2 fouls on Job. Nobody in 3. Forest City committed 2 team fouls in the first half. 1 on Bethany Warren, 1 on Jaden Jerome. We're ready for second half basketball. Again, our halftime show brought to you by our good friends at Waldorf University. Here we go, second half basketball underway from North Iowa High School. Indians now have it left to right. And we've got a jump ball, and it will go to North Iowa. So the Indians start with the basketball. Forest City threw it inside to Bethany Warren, and Miriam Bankin will tie it up. And it'll be North Iowa basketball with 7:50 to play here in the third quarter, 27-10. Miriam Bankin now takes it in strong. Her shot, though, is no good. And the rebound goes off of Forest City, and it will go back to North Iowa. 7:41 to play here, third quarter, 27-10. Beekler will inbound the basketball to Job. Job over to Hoffman. Now Miriam Bankin, top of the key. She'll drive inside the lane, throws it right to Jaden Jerome, no, wrong color. Now Jaden Jerome dribbles it off her foot, but Bethany Warren is the first one to it, so Forest City will keep the basketball. Colette Logus will bring it up for the Indians. Here's Forest City, three-point basket on the way, and it is up and no good for Jerome. Back to North Iowa. Beekler's got it now to Job. Job working around Anderson across the half-court line. Job has the ball poked out of her hands. No, they're going to say it went off of Job and out of bounds. I thought Anderson may have poked that one out of bounds, but they're going to say it went off of Job out of bounds. It will go back to Forest City. Indians lead 27-10. 7 minutes to play, third quarter. Great feed. Emma Anderson will find 2 on a great feed inside. Anderson cutting. The cutter found, and Anderson scores. She's now got 4 points for Forest City. Job. Beekler on the right wing, being guarded there by Carly Lambert. Job top of the key. Here's Elizabeth Bankin for 2, no good. Rebound to the Indians. Bethany Warren will dribble it up for Forest City, though she is nearly stopped, but finally gets it over to Jaden Jerome. Great job there by Bethany Warren dribbling out of trouble. Carly Lambert's going to try for a three. That's no good. Rebound, Anderson and Hoffman. Hoffman rips it away. Anderson and Hoffman were battling for a moment. Hoffman takes it away. And here comes North Iowa now, right side of your radio dial. Hoffman feeds Beekler. Now Job open for a three, right wing. No. Rebound is picked up by Miriam Bankin. Another opportunity for North Iowa. Hoffman right side for three. That's no good, short. Rebound to Colette Logus. She'll jump stop with it inside the North Iowa paint, and she'll bring it back across the half-court line, left side of your radio to the right side on the right wing. Jaden Jerome's pass is deflected, stolen by North Iowa. Here come the Bison again from left to right. Beekler will try for a long three. In and out, no good. That one was partway down the tube and pops out. Rebound to Job, though, no good. Gets her own rebound again. A third opportunity for Job, and she scores. Job gets 3 opportunities for North Iowa, 2 of them for herself, and she finds the 2. It's now 29-12. Here's a 3, Jaden Jerome, no good. Long. Rebound to Lambert, left-handed layup, no. Now it's a fight for it, a jump ball, and it will go to Forest City. 5:19 to play here in the third quarter. 29-12. Indians will get the basketball. It'll be a baseline inbound for Forest City. Left side of the backboard. Anderson inbounds to Logus on the right wing, being guarded by Hoffman. Logus trying to feed inside to Bethany Warren. Taken away by Bankin, but now Bethany Warren gets it back herself, and Beekler. No, we're going to have a foul called against North Iowa. So it looked like Beekler was going to get a re-steal there for North Iowa. Out of the hands of Bethany Warren, but they call a foul on her. That'll be Beekler's first foul. First team foul against North Iowa in the second half. Indians, Logus kicks it out. Anderson, Lambert, Logus, right wing, didn't pull the trigger, hands it off to Anderson on the right wing. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Logus, she'll pull the trigger this time for a three, it's short. Rebound, loose for a moment, but Miriam Bankin will come up with it for North Iowa. Across the half-court line, Job with it. Aisha Job has the basketball. Trapped near half court. Gets it away. Here's Elizabeth Bankin. Now Miriam Bankin on the left wing. Being guarded by Anderson. Miriam Bankin drives in and a foul is called against Forest City. Is it on Logus or Anderson? Both of them were in the area. It'll go against Anderson. It'll be her first. First team foul against Forest City in the half. Inbound pass comes from the baseline to Bankin, right to Miriam Bankin for 2, and she scores. Great inbound pass, direct play right to Miriam Bankin, and she knocks down the 2 from the free throw line. Now Miriam Bankin going for a steal, pokes it out of bounds. It will stay with Forest City. Bankin's got 4 now on the night. Miriam does for North Iowa. A couple of 2-point baskets, one in the first quarter, one in the third. Indians inbound now to Bethany Warren. Her shot, though, rolls off the right side of the rim. Out of bounds off of Miriam Bankin, and it will stay with Forest City. Lambert will inbound the basketball to Bethany Warren. Anderson, Lily Nelson in for Forest City. At the free throw line, Anderson will try for a 3. No. Rebound to Beekler. And Beekler will bring it across the half-court line for North Iowa. Beekler, she nearly lost the handle on it, but the Indians will get nabbed for knocking it out of bounds as Beekler was running with it. She lost the handle on it. Anderson tried to go grab it, but she knocked it out of bounds instead of grabbing it. And so it'll stay with North Iowa. Hoffman will try for another 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Miriam Bankin. Another opportunity for North Iowa. Beekler for 2. No, Anderson's got it for the Indians this time. Across the half-court line comes Anderson. Feeds it. Beautiful feed inside. Carly Lambert cutting, and the cutter, Carly Lambert, scores. Great feed from Emma Anderson for the assist, and the Indians now lead 31-14. 3:28 to play third quarter. Indians 31, Bison 14. And North Iowa throws it away as Becca Hoffman couldn't quite grab the handle on it. As a skip pass across from the right side to the left side. Goes off of Hoffman, out of bounds, goes back to the Indians. Anderson, top of the key to the right side, Lambert. Lambert at the free throw line. It is Brown. Short corner, Anderson. Here's Carly Lambert with it, top of the key, 18 seconds. Lambert inside the lane for 2. No. Rebound is Miriam Bankin, and North Iowa's got it. Miriam Bankin across the half-court line, trying to outrace the Indians. Spins in the lane, kicks it back out. Beautiful feed. Hoffman open for a 3. She cans it. They got Hoffman wide open for a 3, made no mistake, knocked down the triple, and it's 31-17. 2:45 to play in the third. Inside Anderson, back to Bethany Warren. Another great pass inside. Bethany got too far underneath, though. Hit the bottom of the rim, rebound to North Iowa. Here's Job. Job across the half-court line with about a second to spare for North Iowa. 23 now on the shot clock. 2:25 on the game clock in the third quarter. 31-17. Beekler drives in, stopped. Job top of the key. Hoffman will try for a third 3 in the game. No good. Good box out and rebound for Lambert. Outlet pass, pushes across the half-court line. Brown tried to go to Bethany Warren, but it was deflected off a hand. It's picked up by Job. Now the Indians will reach in, create a jump ball, but it will go back to North Iowa. Substitutions for both teams. Sam Schmidt is in for North Iowa. Brenna Geeson and Aubrey Miller are in for Forest City. Bethany Warren, Carly Lambert go out. Beekler across the half-court line. Beekler to Schmid. Schmid with a big pass to Hoffman. Hoffman, though, trying to keep her balance. She does for a moment, gets it back out to Beekler. Now inside, and a foul is going to be called against Forest City. Hoffman knocked to the floor. Foul is called against Anderson. Anderson's second of the quarter. Second of the half for Forest City. 1:52 to play, third quarter, 31-17. Indians lead. Hoffman inbounds to Schmid, left corner. Schmid still with it. She's going to throw it again over to Hoffman. Hoffman with their third 3 on an assist from Schmid. Second 3 of the quarter. It's now an 11-point game. Geeson left side for the Indians. Nelson's got it for Forest City. Anderson top of the key. Back to Nelson. Nelson, jump ball, will go to Forest City. Nelson thought about a chew. She started to go up with it. Job, though, got her hands on the ball. She did that nicely. And it will be a jump ball to the Indians, though. 1:25 to play, third quarter, 31-20. Indians by 11. Aubrey Miller will inbound the basketball to Lily Nelson. Free throw line, Nelson to Geeson. Geeson for 2, no good. Rebound to Brown. Brown. Aubrey Miller for a short 2, it's good. Aubrey Miller has got 3 now for the Indians. It's 33-20. Indians by 13, 1:11 to play in the third quarter. Jennifer Lopez back in for North Iowa. Here's Beekler. Will drive in. Miriam Bankin, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up and scores. Miriam Bankin finds 2 more. She's got 6 for North Iowa. Across the half-court line quickly for the Indians. Logus over to Miller. Miller picks up her dribble, has to get rid of the basketball, does the Logus on the right corner. Logus drives in, kicks it out, Nelson. Nelson will try for a long 2. That's no good. And the rebound goes to Hoffman. Hoffman falls to the floor but gives it off to Miriam Bankin. 37 seconds to play in the third quarter. Miriam Bankin across the half-court line, surrounded by Indians. She somehow keeps the handle on the basketball inside to Beekler, and a foul is called on Forest City. Not sure how Miriam Bankin kept the handle on that one. She had 3 Indians swarming around her, but she was able to get it inside to Beekler, and then the Indians are called for a foul. Lily Nelson will pick up her first. Third team foul against Forest City. Job is back in for North Iowa. She'll inbound. Baseline, left side of the backboard. Job trying to get it in. Now it's loose on the inbound pass on the floor. It'll be another jump ball, I believe. Yes, and it will go to North Iowa. Shot clock off with 28 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Indians 33, Bison 22. Beekler will inbound the basketball. Inside to Job. Job on the right wing. Looking left side, now to Bankin. At the free throw line for 2. Foul called, 2 free throws coming. So the Indians will be picked up with a foul there. It'll be the 4th team now. Aubrey Miller will be charged with it. It'll be her first. 4th team against the Indians. 2 free throws for Miriam Bankin. 59% free throw shooter this year. Free throw is up and it is good. That's the 47th free throw she's made this year. 47 of 78. Gets her to just under 60%. And she'll get one more with 20 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's good. She makes them both. 33-24. North Iowa's got it to 9. Inside to Geeson. Geeson for 2. Good. Brenna Geeson will find a 2-point basket for Forest City. Across the half-court line. 7 seconds to play in the quarter. Beekler with the basketball, top of the key. Beekler with 4 seconds will try for a 3. It's no good. Ball's loose. Brown's got it. It will go out of bounds, but as time expires, and that'll be the end of the third. We've played 3. It's Forest City by 11, 35-24. We'll come back for the A&W fourth quarter. Our fourth quarters are brought to you by our good friends at A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City, and we'll have it for you in 30 seconds.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more, available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. A&W is a great time for a snack there with A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. Rip your floats, shakes, polar swirls, and more. See them on Highway 69 North in Forest City. A&W, the sponsor of today's fourth quarter. We appreciate our good friends at A&W. Hello to everybody there at the A&W store, the sponsor of today's fourth quarter. Forest City outscored by North Iowa 15-8 in the third. Brings them back to within 11, 35-24. 8 minutes on the clock here to start our fourth quarter, and Carly Lambert will inbound to Emma Anderson. North Iowa scored 10 points in the first half. They scored 15 in the third quarter. That should have been probably an over and back against Forest City, though they're going to say, I guess there was still in scramble mode. It was tipped out of Carly Lambert's hands, and she grabbed it as she was going back across the half-court line, probably an over in the back they missed. But the Indians will take it as Emma Anderson will drive in and find a 2-point basket. So the Indians will add 2 more. Now North Iowa throws it away, and Forest City will get it back. 37-24. Indians lead with 7:32 to play here in the fourth quarter. Colette Logus will get the inbound pass. Left side, it's Carly Lambert. Lambert will work inside the paint. Now give it back to Anderson. Short corner left side, Anderson. Kicks it back out. Logus will try for a 3. Set shot, no good. Rebound, though, to Anderson. Another opportunity for Logus. Her 2 no good, and the Indians... no, Miriam Bankin turns it over. Bethany Warren grabs it and she scores. Miriam Bankin just lost the handle on it, and Bethany Warren was lurking right next to her. She says, here, I'll take that, and finds a 2-point basket to make it now 39-24. And again, North Iowa will turn it over. Forest City's got it back once again. Inside for 2, it's up, and it is good. Forest City scores again. Anderson finds another 2. She's got 8. Timeout North Iowa, 41-24. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Forest City girls basketball from KIOW.
Pritchard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler of Forest City on Highway 69 South.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. North Iowa will inbound after the timeout, and Colette Logus going for a steal. Hoffman, though, works around her. Hoffman across the half-court line here for North Iowa. Great job there. Oh, now she throws it right to Colette Logus. Logus has got a steal. Going the other way. She's 1-on-2. Stops, let both defenders run by her, and she scores. Beautiful pull-up there for Colette Logus. She let both of the defenders run right past her. They thought that she was going to go up for the 2. Now Logus going for another steal. She's got it. Logus in the paint. Up, and it's good. Logus back-to-back steals, back-to-back buckets. Forest City has gone from up 9 a moment ago to now up 45-24, up 20. 21 to be exact. Timeout called by North Iowa. Indians up 21. 6:12 to play fourth quarter. Another timeout called by the Bison. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck. For the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers, stop into your NSB branch location in Titonka, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Back here to North Iowa High School in Buffalo Center. Well, late in the third quarter, it was a 9-point game. It is all of a sudden now a 21-point game as Forest City has really turned it up a notch defensively. 45-24 is the Indians' lead with 6:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. North Iowa brings the ball across the half-court line. Miriam Bankin has got it at the free throw line. Miriam Bankin going for 2, and we've got a foul called against the Indians. It'll be the 5th team foul called against Forest City in the half. Jaden Jerome will be called for the hand check. It'll be her second foul. 5th again, as I mentioned, against Forest City. 45-24. They'll inbound the basketball to Job. Short corner right side. Inside to Bankin. Indians defense swarming, though they beat it as Elizabeth Bankin will score. Elizabeth Bankin will find her first basket of the game. Here's Anderson. Anderson will drive in. Anderson kicks it out to Logus. Logus back to Anderson right side. Logus on the right wing. Skip pass to Jaden Jerome, left wing. Top of the key, Lambert. Free throw line, Lambert. Off the glass, no good. Too strong. Gets her own rebound back out to Logus. One more pass, left wing. Jerome for 3. Yes, great passing there by the Indians as Jaden Jerome will knock down the triple. And it's now 48-26. 5:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. Across the half-court line comes Hoffman. Hoffman gives it back to Job near half-court. Job being guarded there by Bethany Warren and Colette Logus. Here's Elizabeth Bankin. Here's Beekler now for North Iowa. Trapped by the Indians. Gets it off to Job near half court. Job trying to go inside to Miriam Bankin. Now there's a fight for the basketball, but Hoffman's going to come up with it, and a foul is going to be called against Anderson. Anderson's going to pick up her third. Third team foul against Anderson. It'll be the 6th against Forest City. Colette Logus will come out. Lexi Eisenbrand will come in for the Indians. Job's got the basketball. Anderson's got a steal. Outlet pass to Lambert. Indians are 3-on-1. Lambert to Warren. Warren for 2, no good. Eisenbrand the follow-up. Her shot's blocked. Out to Jaden Jerome. Now to Anderson, top of the key. Anderson driving in. Anderson for 2. Has her shot blocked by Bankin. Job's got it. Here comes North Iowa. A couple of big shot blocks there for the Bison. Job, she picks up her dribble. She's trapped. To Miriam Bankin. Tried to go to Lopez. Stolen away by Eisenbrand. Jaden Jerome for the Indians across the half-court line. Top of the key, Jerome. Now Eisenbrand inside. Tried to go to Bethany Warren. There wasn't quite enough space there, though, as Miriam Bankin's got long arms, and she reaches in and takes that one away. 4:08 to play fourth quarter. 48-26, Indians lead by 22. Now Eisenbrand will get a steal for Forest City again. Another one for Eisenbrand across the half-court line. Short corner right side, Lambert. Ball's loose now, out of bounds. Who touched it last? They're going to say North Iowa did, and it will stay with Forest City. 30 on the shot clock. Carly Lambert will come out. Brenna Geeson's back in for Forest City. Sam Schmidt is in for North Iowa. Job is out. So is Miriam Bankin. 3:54 to play fourth quarter, 48-26. Jaden Jerome inbounds the basketball to Anderson. Now Bethany Warren back to Jerome. She's open for a 3. No good, a bit long. Rebound to Hoffman. Hoffman one-on-one with Anderson the other way. Hoffman will slow up, though. Wait for her teammates. Here's Beekler. Here's Lopez. To Beekler, top of the key. Beekler, stutters move. In for 2, no. Rebound to Bethany Warren. 3:28 to play here in the fourth quarter. Across the half-court line come the Indians. Indians lead the basketball game by 22, and again, they got a big one tomorrow. Bethany Warren for 2, count the basket, and a foul's called. Bethany Warren going for an and 1 now for Forest City. Schmid's going to be called for the foul against North Iowa. That'll be her first foul of the game. It'll be the second team foul against the Bison, and the Indians now lead 50-26. Again, Anderson coming out. Forest City trying to keep legs underneath each other. As again, they got to play again tomorrow against the number 1 team in Class 1A, Bishop Garrigan. The and 1 free throw is up and good for Bethany Warren. Indians lead 51-26 now. Jenna Walker is in for the first time tonight for Forest City. So it's Geeson, Walker, Eisenbrand, Warren, and Jerome. Now Donchi is going to check in for Forest City. And she's going to go in probably for Bethany Warren. Yep, so Jenna Donchi is in for Forest City, the freshman. So the Indians got a pair of freshmen, a junior, a sophomore, and the junior of Jaden Jerome in as well for Forest City. North Iowa will throw it away. Indians will get it back. Eisenbrand will bring it up and run the point for Forest City with 3:05 to play fourth quarter. Jaden Jerome left wing. Looks like her minutes are nearly ended for the night as well. As the Indians have another at the scorer's table. I didn't see who it was, but I see a head there. Geeson with it at the free throw line. Jenna Walker with the basketball in the corner to Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand gives it back to Geeson. Geeson in the lane over to Jaden Jerome on the right side. Jerome will drive, and she is knocked to the floor. A blocking foul, and Jerome likely leaving the game here for Forest City as well. Foul for North Iowa goes against Miriam Bankin. It is Jaden Jerome leaving as Lily Nelson will check back in. Miriam Bankin will be charged with a foul. It'll be her second. Third team foul against North Iowa in the half. Nelson inbounds to Donchi. Now to Geeson, they lose it in the back. Oh, Geeson with the sliding save to keep it across. Now it's tipped and she can grab it in the backcourt. Geeson with a head-first slide to keep that ball in the front court. Indians will keep it. Jenna Walker will try for a 2. That's no good. Rebound is saved by Eisbrand. No, she stepped on the out-of-bounds line back to North Iowa. Brenna Geeson laying out for one. 51-26. A lead for the Indians here in the fourth quarter, and Brenna Geeson keeps fighting as she slid across half court to keep that one alive. Hopefully she's okay. Across the half court line, Lopez with the basketball, short corner left side, Bankin. It was Elizabeth Bankin inside to Miriam Bankin. Now Job on the right wing. Job with the basketball. Job spins around, gives it off to Beekler, short corner right side. Beekler will try for a 2. That's no good. Rebound to Lily Nelson. Nelson is trapped in the backcourt. She'll work around it, though. 2 minutes to play, fourth quarter. Indians 51-26. Geeson tried to go to Donchi. Stolen away by Miriam Bankin, so North Iowa gets it back. Beekler ahead to Job. Short corner right side, Job. Beekler back to Job. Here's Beekler on the right wing. Now Lopez. Here's Elizabeth Bankin for 2. Her shot is up and good. Elizabeth Bankin will find a 2-point basket. She's got 4 now in the quarter. 51-28. Indians still lead. Here's Geeson underneath, and a foul called on North Iowa. It'll be the fourth team foul on the Bison. 51-28. It'll be Miriam Bankin charged for the foul. It'll be her third. Again, the fourth on North Iowa. Bison will make some substitutions as well. Jasmine Rivera Pacheco is in. So Rivera Pacheco, who else came in for North Iowa? Lisa Heyer is in as well. So Pacheco, Rivera Pacheco, Heyer is in. Lauren Hillsland is in. Lauren Hillsland, a state cross country runner for the Bison. Pretty good one at that for North Iowa. Finishing 17th at state this year as a freshman. Here's Lexi Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand with a steal for 2, and she's fouled by Rivera Pacheco. So Lexi Eisenbrand will go to the free throw line here for Forest City. And she'll get a pair. Again, Rivera Pacheco called for the foul. That'll be her second. Eisenbrand shooting for the Indians. Free throw is up, and it is no good. We've got to fight for the loose ball, and it will go to Forest City. (51-28), 1:10 to play here in the fourth quarter. (51-28). Now Donchi's got a steal for the Indians. Eisenbrand, Jenna Walker, short corner right side. And we've got a double dribble. And we'll go back to North Iowa. 1 minute to play here in the fourth quarter, 51-28. It actually might be 52. They had a mistake in the first quarter. I think it might be 52-28. We'll check on that. We'll check with them and make sure get the final score correct. Rivera Pacheco travels, and it will go back to Forest City. 55 seconds left here in the quarter. Inbound the basketball to Nelson. Jenna Walker. Nelson with the basketball. Klein is in for Forest City as well. Tater Klein in for the Indians. 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Sham Schmid has it. And North Iowa will get a turnover for Forest City. Donchi has it for the Indians. Feeds it up to Eisenbrand. Eisenbrand to Nelson. Nelson for two. It's up and it is no good. But Lily Nelson will go to the free throw line for a pair here for the Indians. So Lily Nelson going to the free throw line for the Indians. As Rivera Pacheco will pick up her third. First free throw is up and it is good for Lily Nelson. 29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Second free throw is up and it is no good. Rebound, Klein and Eisenbrand fighting for the Indians. It is Eisenbrand who comes up with it. 20 seconds left here. Walker's going to try for a three. That's good. Jenna Walker knocks down a three for the Indians. 55-28 now. 12 seconds to play in the game. Shot clock off. Hires got the basketball. And she turns it over to Jenna Walker to Nelson. Nelson will just dribble it. Will just dribble it out to Eisenbrand. That'll be the end of the game as Forest City will win. The final 55-28. Indians over North Iowa tonight, as the Indians will get back in the win column, and they'll have to go to Bishop Garrigan tomorrow, the number one team in Class 1A, awaiting the Indians tomorrow afternoon in Algona. We'll take a break. We'll come back. In about 2 minutes for the post-game show brought to you by our good friends at County Line Seeds. We'll come back in 2 minutes here. This is Indian Girls Basketball from KIOW.
The County Line C team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Genair. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations may lose value.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center, where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee.
It's on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you here from North Iowa High School. Our post-game show brought to you by County Line Seeds. County Line Seeds located off the airport, Blacktop in Forest City. Not happy with what you're seeing in the fields this year? Give Jake, Matt, Chuck a call today at 641-581-3300 or visit them in the industrial park on the south side of Forest City. We'll have that post-game show for you in 30 seconds.
The County Line Seed team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the airport Blacktop in Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. The Indians outscore North Iowa 20-3 in the fourth quarter to win by a final score of 55-28. It was 35-25 at halftime before Forest City outscores the Bison 20-3 in the fourth quarter to win by a final score of 55-28 tonight. And what a good fourth quarter there by the Indians. North Iowa made it close. Again, at one point late in the third quarter, it was a 9-point game. And then the Indians go from late in the third quarter to a 9-point game to about a minute and a half of the fourth quarter. They go from up 9 to up 21 as the Indians really did make a push there, scored 12 straight points against North Iowa to make it 21-point lead. And then from there, Forest City was on cruise control, which the Indians needed tonight. Of course, North Iowa wanted to stay right there, and they were. North Iowa was there with the Indians for three quarters, but Forest City didn't need that because the Indians didn't want to have to play their starters until the final whistle. The Indians got to turn around and tomorrow afternoon, they got to play the number one team in Class 1A, which they have aspirations of upsetting Bishop Garrigan tomorrow. And in order to do so, they wanted to keep some legs under some of the girls, and they were able to do that. In the first half, they were able to make some substitutions, and then late in that fourth quarter, once they were able to get ahead far enough, they were able to make some substitutions too. And the Indians go on to win by a final score of 55-28. North Iowa, though, they were right there. Becca Hoffman had a great game tonight for North Iowa. She picked up 9 points for the Bison, trying to keep North Iowa there, trying to keep them in the game. But unfortunately, just not enough for the Bison here tonight as Forest City will win by a final score of 55-28. We got more of the post-game show coming your way in 2 minutes. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
Mayland Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Mayland is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712.
After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services, free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hansen Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as Forest City defeats the North Iowa Bison tonight by a final score of 55-28. And for the Indians, another win, get them back into the win column as they defeat the North Iowa Bison with that final score of 55-28. Let's take a look at our scoring rundown brought to you by our good friends at County Line Seeds. It was a career night for Colette Logus as she beats her career high of 16. She scores 18 points tonight for Forest City to pace the Indians. Again, another new career high tonight for Colette Logus, 18 points for her. Also scoring for the Indians, we had 9 points from Bethany Warren, 8 points out of Emma Anderson. It was 5 points out of Jaden Jerome, 4 points out of Carly Lambert, 3 out of Aubrey Miller, 2 in the basketball game from Hayden Brown, 1 from Lily Nelson for Forest City, and 3 from Jenna Walker to get Forest City to 55 points. For North Iowa, the Bison scoring looked like this in the contest. It was 4 points in the game for Job. She scores 5. It was 9 from Hoffman. She scored those 3 3-point baskets. 3 points in the game for Beekler. She had a 3-point basket for North Iowa. Pardon me, she had a 2-point basket and a free throw for North Iowa. North Iowa also got 4 points in the game out of Elizabeth Benkin. And they found 8 points in the contest from Miriam Benkin. So again, the scoring looks like this: 9 points out of Hoffman, 8 points out of Miriam Benkin, 4 points apiece for Job and for Elizabeth Benkin, 3 points for Beekler in the contest for North Iowa for their 28 points. Scoring in the quarters looked like this. The Indians outscored North Iowa 13-5 in the first quarter, 14-5 in the second quarter. North Iowa outscored the Indians 15-8 in the third quarter, and it was Forest City over North Iowa in the fourth quarter, 20-3. Fouls in the game, the Indians committed a two-half total of 8 fouls. North Iowa committed a two-half total of 10 fouls, so 18 total between the two teams. Again, the Indians of Forest City defeat North Iowa in girls basketball 55-18. Forest City helped out by a career high for Colette Logus with 18 points. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back in 3 minutes for the pregame show of our boys contest. That'll come your way in 3 minutes.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leland, and Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI over.
All right. Connor Sopko just missed a three. Three left side. Tommy Miller is at half court with a basketball. Smith has it at the top of the key. Oh. Hold on, that's not right. Delavu.
City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. This is the pregame show for our boys contest. Our boys contest pregame show coming your way here on KIOW, brought to you by Kingland Construction Service of Forest City. Kingland Construction Service is proud to support North Iowa and loves to support the area in many ways. When you need to build a house, outer building, or even a remodel, call Kingland Construction Service today at 641-585-0101. We'll have the pregame show for you in 30 seconds.
Kingland Construction. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641.
Delavu's got it at the half court.
KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Well, should be an exciting boys contest between these two teams. Both teams desperately want to win in conference play tonight, as Forest City comes in at 1-9 overall in conference play. North Iowa, on the other hand, they come in, actually Forest City is 1-9 overall, 1-6 in conference play. North Iowa is 4-9 overall. They are 2-8 in conference play so far this season. So both teams really looking for a victory tonight. Who's it going to be? Who's going to come out with it? Is it going to be North Iowa? Is it going to be Forest City? Well, for both these two teams, really don't know much about these two teams. They've seen each other on film, of course. Obviously, the Indians got to watch a little bit of film. Yesterday, though, they were preparing for Bishop Garrigan, having to go back-to-back with Bishop Garrigan, North Iowa. Then, of course, when they found out that there was going to be no Bishop Garrigan game, no practice. So the Indians had no practice, which they weren't going to anyway. But, of course, we've talked with Coach Rosacker in the past about what they like to do in those situations. They're with email and huddle the way it is nowadays. It's pretty easy to get to film, and I'm sure North Iowa, Coach Price, they use the same method to try to get some information out to their team as well. But Forest City was expecting no practice between this North Iowa game because they were supposed to play a game last night, but they had to shift their focus away from Garrigan when we found out yesterday afternoon that there would be no Garrigan game, and shift their focus here to the North Iowa Bison and fourth-year head coach Joel Price. North Iowa, on the other hand, losing some key pieces from last year's team, having to replace here for the Bison. And for North Iowa, they were not scheduled to play a game last night, so they have had practice time to prepare here for Forest City. So it's a little bit different tale of a tape there for those two teams. North Iowa hasn't played since Monday when they took on Central Springs, so they had Tuesday and Wednesday practice to kind of learn what Forest City likes to do. Extra days of film for the Bison to focus on Forest City. Again, the Indians, on the other hand, not so fortunate with that. Some games this year for North Iowa. they've had some good ones. They had put up 71 points against Rockford, beat them 71-48. They had a really close one here with North Iowa. What a fun one that was between the North Iowa Bison and the West Hancock Eagles back on December 13th. A 1-point game. West Hancock just squeaking out a victory here in Buffalo Center, 47-46. Then they get a win over Belmont Clemmy. A tough one at Bishop Garrigan. I think North Iowa was hoping for a little bit better of a game there with Bishop Garrigan. 82-42 the final score in that one. Then lost another tough one at GTRA. They won over Eagle Grove by 2, 70-68. And then had losses to Lake Mills, Garner Hayfield, Ventura, beat St. Ansgar, and now they're on a 2-game losing streak. They lost at North Union by 30. North Union, a pretty good team. This North Iowa team, though, goes and loses by 30, and that one's 65-35 the final. And then lost a close one on Monday to Central Springs at Central Springs, 88-75. So a team that really can put up some points offensively. They average about 55 points per game this season, whereas Forest City averaging about 46 points per game. So North Iowa about 10 points over Forest City when it comes to average. The Indians shoot about 35% from field goal range, as North Iowa shooting about 37% this year from field goal range. When it comes to turnovers, though, the Bison nearly 27 or do average nearly 27 turnovers per game. That's been kind of the big hurt for North Iowa this year, averaging 27 turnovers per game. Forest City hasn't had quite the season they've been looking for, but they have held on to the basketball. The Indians at about between 15 and 16 turnovers per game, way under the average here of North Iowa, turn it over a little bit more. So one of the keys of the game tonight, if you are Forest City, here on our pregame show brought to you by our good friends at Kingland Construction Service, if you are Forest City, when you do force North Iowa into those turnovers, you want to turn those into points. Turn the turnovers into points. Go find points the other way. That's what Forest City is going to have to do tonight to try to beat this North Iowa Bison team. The Indians coming off 4 straight losses. Last win was over Belmont Clemmy back on December 20th. Have not won here in 2023 with losses to Lake Mills, Clear Lake, Eagle Grove, and most recently to Garner Hayfield, Ventura, and to North Union on Tuesday night, falling in those back-to-back games. The Indians are 1-9 overall, and they will take on Bishop Garrigan tomorrow. Again, if you're just joining us, the Indians will travel to Algona tomorrow. We'll have the pregame show for you as soon as the final horn in Stillwater between Oklahoma State and Iowa State sounds. Then we'll have the pregame show of our girls contest scheduled for about 3:15 tip-off in Algona tomorrow. Hopefully you can join us for that. Should be a lot of fun between Forest City and Bishop Garrigan. We got the Bison and the Indians, though, here in a little Winnebago County rivalry matchup between Forest City and North Iowa. We'll have it for you in about a minute and a half here on KIOW. This is Indian Boys Basketball from KIOW.
Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter's Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Zaron Egestal with you. As let's take a look at our starting lineups. First of all, for North Iowa, a junior guard at 5'9". Number 2 is Brogan Greensky. A junior forward at 5'11". Number 3 is Carson Frericks. A senior guard at 6 foot. Number 5 is Noah Hoffman. A junior forward at 6 foot. Number 20, Jeffrey Gerber. And a senior center at 6'4". Number 24 is Hayden Minders. For Forest City, the Indians lineup looks like this. A junior guard at 6 foot. Number 2 is Tommy Miller. A sophomore guard at 5'10", number 4 is Carson Hall. A sophomore guard at number 20, 6'2", Ty Dillevue. A senior guard at 6 foot, number 30, Connor Sopko. And a senior forward at 6'4", number 40 is Carson Strukel. The Indians are 1-9 overall. They're 1-6 in the top of Iowa West. Forest City is coached by 22nd year head coach Dan Rosacker. He has 356 wins, 138 losses, a 73% win ratio. He has taken 3 Forest City teams to state tournaments and won 11 conference championships. Joel Price is in his 4th season coaching the North Iowa Bison. They're 4-9 overall and 2-8 in the TIC West. North Iowa white jerseys, Bison across their chest in blue. Numbers are on front and back also in blue. Their bench to our right here on the near side. The Indians bench to our left here on the near side. Indians wear red, white numbers. Forest City in red or in white across the chest. Numbers are on front and back also in white. Indians win the tip, and we are underway here from North Iowa High School. 7:50 to play in the first quarter. Ty Dillevue has it for the Indians. Now Sopko. Here's Tommy Miller. Left side, it's Carson Hall. Inside to Strukel. Strukel, try to go inside to Dillevue. It's stolen away by North Iowa. There's one of those turnovers for the Indians. North Iowa trying to capitalize. Here's a 3. Gerber, it's no good. Rebound to Sopko. Sopko and Tommy Miller are 2-on-2 the other way, though they're going to slow up and wait for the rest of their teammates. Inside to Strukel. Back outside, Sopko in the corner. Dillevue with it. Good defense there from Frericks for North Iowa. Tough on him. 2-3 here for the North Iowa Bison in their white jerseys. Trying to keep a body on Strukel. They're going to fire a 3 with Carson Hall. It's no good. Rebound to North Iowa, picked up by Gerber. Gerber across the half-court line for the Bison. Inside, here's a drive. Kick out to Hoffman. Hoffman, we got a foul called. Forest City. Fans don't agree, but Carson Strukel is going to be charged with the foul for Forest City. That'll be his first. And there'll be 2 free throws for North Iowa. The first one is up, and it is good. Jeffrey Gerber shooting the free throws for the Bison. His first one goes. He will get one more. It's up, and it is also good. So Gerber makes both free throws for North Iowa. They lead 2-0. 6:51 to play first quarter. Tommy Miller. Indians are trapped in the backcourt. A steal by the Bison. And a foul called against Forest City on the floor before the shot. Frericks was able to put a shot up, but a foul is going to be called on the floor first. It'll go against Dillevue. That'll be his first. So 2 fouls against the Indians quickly here in the first quarter. 6:44 to play in the first. Bison will inbound the basketball. Minder's turnaround jumper no good from about 8 foot. Rebound to the Indians. Here's Tommy Miller. Top of the key, Miller. Connor Sopko's going to try for the 3 in the lead. No, rebound to Dillevue. Indians get a second opportunity. Carson Hall steps around a defender. Hall inside, 3rd block jumper, no. Rebound, gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out, Dillevue. Dillevue dribbles from the right wing into the corner. Now gives it back to Tommy Miller, back towards half court. Miller over to the left wing. Now it's Connor Sopko. Indians setting up an offense with 6:15 to play in the quarter. Tommy Miller with it. Into the corner, Hall. Short corner, Dillevue feeds the Strukel for 2, no good, a bit short. And the rebound goes to North Iowa. Good feed, but Strukel just a bit short on it. And North Iowa comes back the other way. Here's Gerber, he'll drive in. Short corner, Gerber for 2, no. And Strukel picks up his second foul. So Carson with 2 quick fouls for Forest City. 3rd team foul against the Indians. And we've played just over 2 minutes of this basketball game, and the Indians have 3 fouls. Bransoy is going to have to check in here for Strukel, as he picked up a quick 2. Free throw on the way. Gerber, it's up, and it is good. Gerber now 3 for 3 from the free throw line. It is Strukel who comes out. Bransoy comes in. All 3 points for the Bison are Gerber free throws, and he'll get one more with 5:58 to play in the first. Jeffrey Gerber, free throw is up, and it is good. Tommy Miller will inbound the basketball to Connor Sopko. Sopko to Carson Hall. Indians trying to break full court pressure put on by North Iowa. They do with Dillevue. Tommy Miller left wing as it was nearly thrown away. Sopko gives it back to Tommy Miller. Suffocating defense so far here for North Iowa, just all over the grills of the Indians, and they get a steal. That defense creates a steal. It's the other way, left-handed layup up and good. for North Iowa. They lead now 5-0 over the Indians. Noah Hoffman, the steal and basket the other way. Indians will again try to break the press. They do. Connor Sopko driving in on Minders. Now he'll bring it back out. Carson Hall, top of the key, makes a head fake in the lane. Carson back out to Dillavu. Dillavu for three, right wing. No. Out of bounds off of North Iowa, and it will stay with the Indians. 5:11 to play here in the first quarter. 6-0 North Iowa leads. Greg Smith is in for the Indians. Ty Dillavu will go out. As we'll see an inbound pass coming from Tommy Miller on the baseline right on the right side of the backboard. Inbound to Carson Hall. Hall to Smith. Smith, top of the key. Sopko will try for a three. That's up and it is good. Connor Sopko will knock down a triple for Forest City. And the Indians have scored their first points of the game. Across the half-court line. Basketball in the hands of Green Sky. Green Sky will drive in looking for two. It's up and it is good. Broden's Green Sky will step around a defender. He's going to find a two-point basket. North Iowa re-extends their lead now. It's 8-3. Sopko's going to try for another triple. It's no good. Rebound, though, to the Indians. Sopko. Greg Smith, short corner right side. Back to Sopko. He's going to try for another one. No, and the rebound is on the floor. Picked up. No, it's still on the floor. That's a kick ball. He's kicking it with his foot. So to go to Forest City. Noah Hoffman had his foot on the basketball. And so it'll go to the Indians with a kick ball, and Forest City will get it back. 8-3, Indians lead by 5. Inside to Bransoy. Bransoy around Minders for two, a bit strong. And a foul is going to be called here against North Iowa, and it's going to be free throws for Bransoy. So they are going to call on the shot, a little bit of a late whistle. And Bransoy will go to the free throw line for a pair. Foul against the Bison went against Frericks. That'll be his first. Bransoy's free throw is up, and it is good. So Bransoy will get the first free throw for the Indians, and he'll get one more. Indians trail by 4. One more. It's good. So Bransoy makes them both, and the Indians are back to within 3. It's 8-5. 4:07 to play here in the first quarter. Indians now with some pressure in the backcourt trying to create a turnover. North Iowa still stuck in the backcourt. They finally bring it across with Minders on the right wing. Indians will get back into the defense. Here's Hoffman, top of the key, Gerber. Gerber was just going to step up for a three. That's no good. A rebound to Greg Smith. Smith has got it for the Indians, and he'll bring it across the half-court line. Pushed up to Tommy Miller, left wing. Miller over to Connor Sopko. Sopko, far side to Carson Hall. Hall makes a one-man miss, drives the baseline. Beautiful drive by the sophomore Carson Hall. Puts the ball on the floor. He's hard to guard, and the Indians are back to within 1. It's 8-7. 3:27 to play in the first. Across the half-court line comes Noah Hoffman. Hoffman drives in for 2. His shot goes. Noah Hoffman's got 4 for North Iowa, and it's 10-7. We got a track meet right now. 10-7, Bison lead by 3. 3:11 to play in the first. Hall drives in, short corner. Yes, Carson Hall, another smooth bucket. 10-9. Track meet continues. Indians trail by 1, Bison by 1. 2:57 to play first quarter. It's Green Sky. Green Sky drives in, kicks it out to Hoffman. Hoffman step back 3. No. Rebound battled for between Smith and Tommy Miller, teammates. It goes into the hands of North Iowa. Now a block for Tommy Miller. Minders follow-up shot, no good. A third chance for North Iowa, no. And Smith pulls down the rebound this time. Forest City outlet pass, Tommy Miller wide open underneath, and he scores. Indians lead. The Indian crowd is into it now as they get a breakout, and Tommy Miller scores with a right-handed layup. It's 11-10. Forest City by 1. Corey Thorson to the scorer's table to check in. Top of the key, it's Gerber. Hoffman, 2:11 to play here in the first quarter. Gerber stops, hands it off to Green Sky. Green Sky through traffic to Hoffman. Basket good and the foul. Hoffman gets a great pass there from Green Sky. Count the basket. Bransoy is charged with his first foul. And Green Sky will get to keep the North Iowa train at the free throw line. Pardon me. Hoffman will get a chance to keep the North Iowa train at the free throw line alive. Bison 4 for 4 from the free throw line so far tonight. All 4 of them belong to Jeffrey Gerber. Brendan Price is in for the first time. Free throw on the way is up and is no good. So the and one free throw is no good for Hoffman, who's got 6 for the Bison. Jackson Archer is in for the Indians. They're going to call him for a travel. And it'll go back to North Iowa. 1:57 to play first quarter. It's North Iowa 12, Forest City 11. And the Bison will get a chance to try to extend their lead across the half-court line. Basketball in the hands of Green Sky. Travel called now in North Iowa, and the Indians will get it back. 1:45 to play here in the first quarter. Indians will try to bring the basketball back across the half-court line. Tommy Miller to Jackson Archer. Archer to Greg Smith in the right corner. Smith with the basketball. Tommy Miller, top of the key. Miller over to Dillevue. Dillevue back to Miller. 1:27 to play first quarter. Dillevue gets it back inside to Smith. Smith working on Minor. Smith for 2. It's good. Great move there by Greg Smith as he was able to find a 2-point basket for the Indians. Stepped around the defender, was going to go with the right. Went around the defender, went with the left. He got the 2. Now a 3. Hoffman no good. And the Indians had the lead and the basketball, 13-12. Tommy Miller to Jackson Archer. Greg Smith, top of the key. Over to Archer, left wing. He's going to try for a 3. That's no good. Rebound to North Iowa. It's Price who has it for the Bison, the sophomore. Out to Hoffman. Hoffman, pickpocket. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Foul called on Smith. Indians thought that Smith maybe got a pickpocket there. But instead it's a foul called against the Indians. It'll be Forest City's 5th team foul of the half. North Iowa is a couple of Indian fouls away from shooting free throws for much of the second quarter. 46 seconds. Oh, North Iowa throws it away. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Price was looking for the pass from Gerber. Price was, though, cutting into the lane. Gerber was waiting for him to stay on the three-point line. They throw it away, and Forest City will get it back. 44 seconds to play in the first quarter. Connor Sopko has the basketball. Carson Hall, left wing. Hall, free throw line. Thorson strong with the left, and it's good. Corey Thorson finds 2, and the Indians lead by 3, 15-12. 26 seconds to play in the first quarter. Green Sky with the basketball. Hands it to Price. Shot clock off. 19 to play in the quarter. At the free throw line. Gerber. Hoffman in the corner for 3. It's good. We're tied. Noah Hoffman knocks down the triple. We're tied at 15. 8 seconds to play in the quarter. Connor Sopko and the Indians lose it out of bounds with 5 seconds left in the quarter. And Jackson Archer will check into the game. Archer is in. Tommy Miller is out. 5.8 left in the first quarter. We're tied at 15. North Iowa, though, has the opportunity to try to take the lead. Hoffman to Price. 2 seconds to play. Price for 3. No. And we'll go to the second quarter tied at 15-15. And even first, Indians and Bison tied at 15. We'll come back for the second 8 minutes. Right after this is Indians boys basketball from KIOW.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
The County Line C team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you here from North Iowa High School. The Bison start with the basketball, and they are tied with the Indians here. Here's a 3 on the way. Green Sky, it goes. Broden Greensky knocks down a triple for North Iowa Bison. He's got 5 now tonight for North Iowa. First points of the second quarter, 18-15. Bison by 3. Indians trailed early, battled all the way back, had the lead at 15-12. Here's Carson Hall, beautiful. Carson Hall, all 6 of his points have been dribble drives along the baseline, and he's just got a smooth shot from about 10 foot. He's got 6 for the Indians. This one's batted around the rim. No good shot by North Iowa to the right side. Basketball in the hands of Greensky. Greensky inside to Minders. Minders backing down Dillevue. Turnaround jumper, no. Rebound to Brandsoy. Here comes Carson Hall. Hall with the basketball in the corner to Dillevue. Dillevue with the basketball. Back to Carson Hall. Now Tommy Miller. Connor Sopko left side. They put a hand in his face quickly. He knows he made 3 threes on Tuesday, or pardon me, 6 threes on Tuesday. Dillevue's 3 is no good. Breakout for North Iowa. Hoffman scores. They got a breakout to Hoffman. He finds an easy 2. Hoffman's now got 11 and North Iowa's 20. They lead 20-17 over the Indians of Forest City with 6:31 to play in the second. Tommy Miller, top of the key, left wing. It's Connor Sopko. Short corner, left side. Dillevue, quick pass to Brandsoy for 2. No good on his shot. Indian fans wanted a foul. They didn't get it. North Iowa's got a blocked shot and the basketball. Here's Gerber. Gerber will drive in baseline. Gerber kicks it out to Price. Price tries for a 3. His brother, over 1,000-point scorer, and he knocks down a triple here for North Iowa as Brendan Price finds a 3. And North Iowa now leads 23-17, all-time leading scorer here at North Iowa. And Forest City will take a timeout with 5:59 to play in the second quarter. Timeout Indians at the 30. We'll take 30 seconds as well. Come back in 30. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
Support for Forest City Sports comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Amy Ryan and Patrick Schoenhoven of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. 3 on the way. It's up and it is good for the Indians straight out of the timeout. Forest City knocks down a 3-point basket. And the Indians have brought themselves back to within 3. Connor Sopko, his second 3 of the game. Here comes North Iowa now. Left side of the court, left side of your radio dial. 3 on the way, Greensky, he answers. Broden Greensky answers with a 3 for North Iowa. Greensky's now got 8. Indians trying to break the press. They do. Sopko left wing, 26-20. Indians trail the basketball, now they throw it away. Sopko thought Brandsoy was going back in closer to the rim. Brandsoy was coming out closer to Sopko. Miscommunication, that one's thrown away. And North Iowa gets it back, leading by 6, 26-20. 5:11 to play here in the second quarter. Across the half-court line. Come the Bison. Greensky, Brogan Greensky's got it. He's going to try for a, it might have been just a 2. They're going to count it as a 3. I think there was only a 2, but they're going to count it as a 3. Tough break there for the Indians. 29-20, now 9-point lead. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Carson Strukel. Carson Strukel will be called for an offensive foul. It'll be his 3rd. Carson just comes back into the game as he had 2 fouls, so the Indians had to take him out. Comes back in, picks up another offensive foul, and now he's got 3, and he'll stay in the game for now for Forest City. Can't get his 4th. Indians going for a steal on the inbound pass. They can't quite get it. North Iowa's now got numbers, and they lead by 9. Hoffman, top of the key. Minders, short corner right side for 2. No, and a foul is going to be called against North Iowa, it believes. It appears. It is going to be against North Iowa. Second foul of the game called against Frericks. So Freerick's going to be called for his second foul of the game, make it 29-20. Bransoy is going to leave the game for Forest City. Corey Thorson comes back in. Strukel also left the game for the Indians. Greg Smith is back in. So Smith and Thorson in, along with Hall, Tommy Miller, and Archer are the 5 for the Indians. Smith to Archer. Archer will drive in, back to Thorson. Good pass by Archer to Thorson. He's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line for a pair. Great pass there by Jackson Archer. Foul for North Iowa will go on Hoffman. That'll be his first. Third team foul against North Iowa. The Indians have committed 7. Corey Thorson's first free throw is up, and it is good. He's got 3 now for Forest City. And he'll get one more. Second free throw up, and it is good. So Thorson gets them both to go. 4:23 to play, second quarter. Indians trail by 7, 29-22. Hoffman, the Indians have him trapped in the backcourt. Green Sky back to Hoffman. They will break it now and get across the half-court line. In the corner, Freerick's looking for a 3. It's up, no good. Rebound to Carson Hall. Hall across the half-court line to Tommy Miller. Miller back out to Thorson. Thorson will try one from 14. No. Rebound is out of bounds. Last touched by Forest City, and it will go back to North Iowa. 4 minutes exactly to play, second quarter. It's North Iowa 29, Forest City 22. Minders will check back in. Price will come out. Green Sky, Hoffman, Gerber, Freericks, and Minders are the 5 for the Bison. Hoffman still has not got it across the half-court line. Now they do. Top of the key. Gerber, Freericks, Gerber inside to Hoffman. Hoffman through 2 defenders. He gets it to go. Hoffman through 2 defenders gets the shot to go. 31-22. Now the Indians have a breakout. Archer for 2, and he's fouled going to the free throw line. Archer will get a pair now for the Indians. The foul for North Iowa will go against Hoffman, his second. Bison fans were not happy about it. Coach Price asking for an explanation. He's not very happy. And Jackson Archer will get 2 free throws for the Indians. First free throw is no good. It was partway down and pops out. But he'll get an opportunity, another one here for Forest City. Corey Thorson comes out. Connor Sopko's back in. Jackson Archer will have one more opportunity from the free throw line for Forest City. Free throw is up, and it is good. 31-23, 3:33 to play, second quarter. Hoffman, Green Sky. They get it to Gerber across the half-court line. Minders, Archer nearly had it stolen away. He tipped it, but right into the hands of Hoffman. Minders. Here's Green Sky being guarded by Tommy Miller. Zone pressure here for Forest City. 15 on the shot clock for North Iowa. Here's Freericks. Hoffman top of the key, back to Freericks. Back to Hoffman. Now Green Sky. Here's a 3, Gerber, it's good. Good defense by the Indians. Got the clock down to about 5 seconds in the shot clock. And North Iowa got a 3. Now the Bison get a steal. Gerber for 2. No. Rebound to Carson Hall. But they poke it away from Hall. Another opportunity for North Iowa. Hoffman, no. This time it's Greg Smith, and a foul called on the Bison. So North Iowa charged with another team foul. It'll go against Gerber. That'll be his first. 5th team foul. 34-23, North Iowa leads. 2:45 to play in the second quarter. Indians will inbound to Carson Hall. They throw it away. Carson Hall threw it right to Noah Hoffman. Hoffman for 2, count the basket. Indians turn it over. Hoffman gets a steal, and with that steal, he goes straight to the basket, gets the 2, and a foul called. So an and 1 after the timeout, an and 1 opportunity for North Iowa. They're all over the Indians by 13, 36-23. 2:39 to play here in the second quarter. Full timeout will come back in 1 minute. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
Pritchard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler of Forest City on Highway 69 South.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com, as Noah Hoffman with an opportunity at an and one here for North Iowa. It's up and it is no good. Rebound though to the Bison. They're going to get another opportunity. Hoffman to Gerber. Gerber will try for a 3. That's no good. Rebound this time to Tommy Miller. Outlet pass to Sopko. Sopko loose. He traveled. Sopko was loose going in for 2. And he travels, and it will go back to North Iowa, 36-23, 2:29 to play here in the second quarter. And the Indians trail by 13. North Iowa has the basketball. Indians trying to get a turnover in the backcourt. They got it. Indians got a turnover. Tommy Miller, free throw line, steps around a defender, has his shot blocked by Hoffman, but Forest City will keep it as it goes out of bounds. Last touched by North Iowa. Good block there by Hoffman. Tommy Miller will inbound from the baseline, right side of the backboard. Miller will inbound the basketball. Still looking. It's nearly stolen away, but it tipped right back to Miller. Hoffman nearly stole it, but it was tipped right back to Tommy Miller. He gets it after running in from the baseline. Miller with the basketball. Carson Hall, 2:05 to play till halftime. Dillevue. Hall. Tommy Miller inside to Bransoy. Bransoy out to Dillevue. Dillevue's going to line up for a 3. That's no good. Rebound to Frericks. Frericks outlet pass to Hoffman. Hoffman, he bobbles it. Ball's loose on the floor. Smith has got it. Smith, ball's loose on the floor again. Green Sky's got it now. 2 loose balls. One went to the Indians. The next one went to North Iowa. Now the Bison have it. Gerber in the lane for 2. It's no good. Rebound to Bransoy of the Indians. Outlet pass to Dillevue. 1:32 to play in the first half. Tommy Miller inside to Bransoy. Bransoy for 2. He's fouled. And Bransoy is going to the free throw line for a pair. Foul for North Iowa will go against Minders. Minders picking up his first. 16th foul against North Iowa here in the half. Bransoy's first free throw is no good, but he'll get one more. Indians have committed 17 fouls. Second free throw also no good for Bransoy. 36-23, 1:27 to play here in the second quarter. Noah Hoffman has the basketball for North Iowa. They lead by 13. Hoffman still trying to work across the half-court line. Now he does to Minders. Minders on the right wing. Hoffman near half-court. He'll dribble up now to the top of the key. Frericks, Green Sky, 17 on the shot clock. Gerber inside to Minders, working on Bransoy. Bransoy chipped it away. It went out of bounds. Off of Bransoy, stays with North Iowa. 1:04 to play second quarter, 36-23. Inbound pass will come from the Bison. Green Sky, Hoffman, Green Sky for 3. No. Rebound to Carson Hall. He's trapped, and a foul called on North Iowa, and the Indians will shoot free throws. And so Frericks will be called, I believe. It is Frericks called for the foul. That'll be his third. So he'll have to leave the game for North Iowa as he picks up his third foul, and Carson Hall will go to the free throw line to shoot 1-1 for Forest City. .56 seconds to go in the first half. Carson Hall will shoot free throws. First one is good. Hall's now got 7 on the night for Forest City. Shoots around 70% on the season from the free throw line for the Indians, and he'll get the second half of his 1-and-1. It's on the way, it's up, and it is also good. He makes them both. He's got 8 now for Forest City. 56 seconds to go in the first half. Indians trail by 11, 36-25. Hoffman. Green Sky. Right wing inside to Minders. Baseline, Minders trapped. He throws it away into the backcourt. Tommy Miller's going to go get it, though. Miller waits for defender. He jumps and he scores. Tommy Miller didn't wait for them to go touch it up in the backcourt, create a over in the back. He just took it away from North Iowa. It's down to 9. Oh, what a great move by Green Sky. Euro step for 2. And Green Sky finds 2 more. Now the Indians answer back with a basket as Corey Thorson finds his 6th point of the night. Indians have it 38-29. Minders, ball's loose. Minders poked out by Connor Sopko. Sopko feeds it up to Hall. 8 seconds for Hall for 2. No good on the shot. Foul called and free throws coming. Indians trying to make this a close game at halftime. Price is going to be called for the foul on the Bison. That'll be his first. And Carson Hall will go back to the free throw line where he just made a pair for the Indians a moment ago. He'll get 2 this time no matter what. 6 seconds to play in the half. It's on the way. Hall, it's up, and it is good. Hit off the backboard, hit off the front of the rim, spun around 2 times around the bowl, and finally falls in. He'll get 1 more now for the Indians. It's an 8-point game. It's a 7-point game. Carson Hall makes them both. The Indians have cut it to 7. 38-31, 6 seconds to play in the half. Don't want to foul and send North Iowa to the free throw line. Hoffman's got it. Now to Green Sky. Green Sky to Gerber. 2-point basket. Gerber, it's no good. Or it's good. Excuse me, it's good. Gerber gets the 2 inside the arc to go at the buzzer. Green Sky will find 2 more. He's got 9. And North Iowa will lead Forest City 40 to 31. A 9-point lead for North Iowa as we head to halftime. Again, North Iowa leading Forest City 40 to 31. We'll come back with a halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University. We'll talk to the Forest City girls basketball team in 1 minute.
Waldorf University in Forest City, with scholarships available up to
After this, welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you. Halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University. Waldorf University supports our local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their educations and their careers. Find out how to become a Warrior today at Waldorf.edu, the sponsor of our halftime show. We're joined now by Emma Anderson from the Forest City girls basketball team. And Emma, you guys find the win, a bounce-back win after Tuesday, and kind of different getting ready for this one. Of course, I'm sure you guys were on Wednesday preparing for Bishop Garrigan, and then, of course, the weather comes in. So on Thursday afternoon, it's like scrap Bishop Garrigan. Let's get ready for North Iowa now. Talk about that process and how you guys got ready for the Bison tonight.
Yes, definitely just a change of events of what we were planning for and how we thought, but we still just kind of stuck to our game plan, and we were using tonight as a good example of just kind of getting ready for the Garrigan team. I mean, North Iowa has some good people on the boards, and that'll help us battle against Garrigan tomorrow.
How tough is it when you don't have those practices when you're getting ready for an opponent? And I know you guys can communicate with huddle and email and text message, all those things, but it's got to be difficult to get ready for a game when you guys don't get to see each other before that game.
Right. It definitely kind of throws off the team chemistry a little bit. Not as much just seeing each other and kind of talking or hanging out. It just kind of affects everything. But we just know once we see them again, we just have to get back to business and play our best.
You were able to find 6 points in the second half. You scored 4 in the fourth quarter, part of that late fourth quarter. You know, North Iowa really made a run late in the third quarter. They had it down to 9 points, and you guys kind of squashed it. You guys went from up 9 to up 21 in a little 12-point run there. How were you guys able to extend that with that run?
We just kind of upped our aggressiveness. We're like, we know we can do it. We just have to get back on them. We changed defenses, what helped us a lot, but we just kind of got more aggressive offensively and defensively, and it just led to a bigger change in the lead.
Awesome. Emma, congratulations to the win. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Indians will take on Bishop Garrigan tomorrow afternoon from Algona, as Aubrey Miller will join us here now as Waldorf University halftime show. Aubrey's brother, of course, playing there at Waldorf for the Warriors. Got started about an hour ago. And Aubrey, you were able to pick up some points tonight for the Indians. Talk about obviously when your name's called, you get into the game. What's your immediate mindset? What are you looking to do?
I just know I have to get in there and play my game. Like, I'm a shooter, and coach expects me to shoot the ball when I'm open. And obviously, I'm good at looking for my teammates to get the ball into. I passed one to Emma when she cut, and she scored that, so that was good.
Yeah, absolutely. You're very good at the catch and shoot. Just talk about that and how your game is developed throughout your years, and just talk about your game a little bit.
Well, my brother has taught me to shoot because he's a shooter, and I just know I have to catch and shoot when I'm open, and that's what coach also expects me to do is shoot the ball when I'm open. So,
talk about this team win a little bit. It had to be fun to come back after a loss on Tuesday. What's the feeling like of the team? It's probably got to be pretty exciting going into tomorrow.
Yeah, we knew after we had a loss to North Union, we had to pick it back up because we didn't really play our game. We know we could. But this game helps us going in tomorrow with a lot of team chemistry and knowing we can do it. We just have to slow down and play our game and stuff like that.
How do you guys get ready now tomorrow? You guys are going to play a good Bishop Garrigan team. What do you guys got to do to prepare for tomorrow? And how are you guys preparing?
Oh, we just have to rebound right away. We can't let them get any second chances. And we'll try to use our strengths to not let them get it all the way up the floor and get it in Audie's hands. So.
There we go. I know it was Winterfest week this week, right? What was your favorite Winterfest dress-up day?
Mine was probably why do I have this in my closet? Just because it's interesting to see what every funny outfit people can come up with. So.
There you go. What day was that?
Wednesday.
Okay.
I think,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Well, glad you guys had fun with the Winterfest. Good luck tomorrow. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's Aubrey and Emma from the Forest City girls basketball team. Coach Erpelding is going to switch places. He's going to join us now as well here on the Waldorf University halftime show. And Coach, you guys accomplished probably multiple things tonight. Of course, your first goal tonight was to find a victory, but I know you were probably also trying to find some opportunities to save some legs for tomorrow. But you knew it's a North Iowa team that beat a West Hancock team on this floor, and they were very capable of winning this basketball game.
Yeah, exactly. And, we kind of got after them early with some new defenses that they probably hadn't seen yet on tape. So that allowed us to, I think, kind of surprise them and get some easy buckets and kind of get that comfortable lead there. But, yeah, I don't think we scored 4, 5, 6 points in the third quarter or something like that. Let them get back in the ball game, and then we changed defenses there. Kind of went to one of the defenses we've used a lot that's really kind of sparked us in our comebacks and kind of took control of the game. But yeah, so got out of here. I guess can't say we got out of here healthy with Drew getting a tooth knocked out, but for the most part, ankles and that type of stuff, we got out of here healthy and should be in pretty decent shape for Bishop. But it wasn't easy, and we knew it wouldn't be because Rick's doing a really great job with this team up here. They're so much improved from the last couple of years, and this is a team that put up 41 against Bishop Garrigan, so you can't come in here expecting to win because it's not going to happen. We just happened to come out on top tonight with another good defensive effort.
Yeah, I think you kind of mentioned it. It was kind of that big run. You guys had it in double figures. They got it down to 9 at the end of the towards the end of the third quarter. Then you guys went on a 12-0 run because you took it from 9 to up 21. That was probably a big key to the game. You mentioned the defense switches at that point. Then you were able to kind of eke out the win and allow your team to kind of sub some other girls in and get some of those feet.
Yeah, exactly. That was the difference at 10 or 12-0 run. But, we struggled tremendously offensively tonight. I mean, just settling for the quick early perimeter shot and did not shoot it well from the perimeter. And quite honestly, until there in the fourth quarter when we switched our attack a little bit offensively and Emma did a really good job puncturing the zone and making decisions out of that, we finally started to flow offensively a little bit. But we got to be a lot better offensively moving forward because we're just too stagnant. We were playing a lot better earlier offensively, and we got to get back to that. But, we got the win. We made some improvements there in the fourth quarter, so that's what you take out of it.
Yeah, and Coach, you guys had quick turnarounds now. You didn't have any practice time, but, of course, we talked about the huddle and the email and the text messages you guys communicate for tonight. Then another quick turnaround. You're going to play Bishop Garrigan tomorrow afternoon. So how do you guys prepare now to get ready for the number 1 team in Class A?
Well, we'd spent some time preparing for them when we were supposed to play them there early. And quite honestly, we haven't done anything to get ready for them since then, but the girls will remember what we talked about. We'll just do what we do. Obviously, it's going to take a really good effort to stay in the ball game, but you know what? I like our chances at least making it competitive, right? I know a lot of teams haven't stayed close with them. I'm hoping we can with our defensive effort, but yeah, they're number 1 in the state, really solid team. Got a couple freshmen that come in and can shoot the ball pretty decent, so we'll be all right, but we got to hopefully can rattle some of those younger kids, and pressure the ball and keep the ball out of Audie's hands in a low block and keep her off the boards, and we'll see what happens. But, we could shock the world. We're going in expecting to win. There isn't anybody else besides the kids in the locker room that think we can do it, but you know what? Anybody can be beat on any particular night, and it's an afternoon game, so maybe if we come in a little more focused than they do, we jump on them early and see what happens, but we're certainly going to give it a shot.
Yeah, Coach, you kind of hit on it there. Their depth is really lacking this year. They got, the 4 or 5. The 5 girls they're going to start, and then maybe a 6th girl. They're going to bring some of those freshmen in, but they really don't want to rely on, they kind of trade out some of them. They really want to rely on their top 4. So that's kind of them. And tell us also, kind of how you guys got prepared as far as film-wise. What film do you watch on them? When it comes to Bishop Garrigan, do you watch some of those games from up in Minneapolis? Or?
Yeah, I did. I wasn't able to get a hold of both of them, but the one I did get a hold of, I watched, and that's the game you watched, because you don't get much out of those games when they win by 40 and they're not really sharp in what they're trying to do. So that, quite honestly, that's basically the only film I've spent much time on, just to see what they did to cause Bishop trouble. And we know what they do. I mean, it's the same thing, Molly Joyce, Saudi Crooks, kick out threes to the capacious type stuff. So, I mean, we know what they do. They're not going to change. They do play probably a little more man-to-man than they have a couple of years ago. But, yeah, it's Bishop Garrigan. He's really confident in what they do, and they're pretty good at it, so why change, right? So we'll go in. Like I said, we're going to focus on what we do, because I think if we focus on what we do, we're going to have a better chance than trying to come up with something crazy to mess with them. So we'll give it a shot, see what happens.
All right, Coach, thanks so much for your time. Indians taking on a Bishop Garrigan team that their only loss is a top 10 team in the entire country tomorrow at 3:15. We'll take a break. We'll come back 30 seconds. More boys basketball next.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and financial services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through
After this. North Iowa High School in Buffalo Center, and the Indians are going to get called for 3 seconds in the lane to start off the second half. So a turnover to North Iowa. Scoring in the first half, it was 10 points for Carson Hall, 6 for Connor Sopko, 4 for Tommy Miller, 2 for Tristan Bransoy, 6 for Corey Thorson, 2 for Greg Smith, 1 for Jackson Archer. North Iowa will start the third quarter with a basket as they're going to score with Gerber. Now the Indians turn it over. Gerber scores. Now they got it back. Minders for 2, and he is shot blocked. Big shot block there by the Indians. Gerber had 7 in the first half, and Forest City comes back the other way and finds 2 more. After the shot block, it's Connor Sopko who now has 8 points for the Indians. He scores 2. North Iowa inside Minders to Gerber. Gerber's going to try for a 3. No. Rebound to Frericks. Ball's loose. North Iowa still got it. Hoffman loses it. Gerber picks it up on a loose ball. Frericks will shoot a 3 from the right corner. Misses it. Rebound on the floor. There's a fight for it. Frericks comes up with it. Now Hoffman. Hoffman throws it away, and the Indians get it back. 42-33. Indians have it back to 9 with 6:50 to play in the third quarter. Other scoring for North Iowa. It was leading the first half, all scorers. Green Sky, he had 15, 13 for Hoffman, 7 for Gerber, and 3 for Price. Indians across the half-court line inside Strukel for 2. He scores. Carson Strukel scores a 2-point basket for the Indians' first points of the night, and the Indians have it 42-35. Forest City back to 7. Here's Gerber left wing. Out to Frericks. Short corner, and he throws it away. The Indians will get it back. 42-35. Indians get the basketball back with 6:26 to play in the third quarter. Here comes Forest City. Tommy Miller will inbound the basketball. The Indians have it to 42-35. Trailed by 9 at halftime. North Iowa started the half with a basket. They trailed by double digits here in the third quarter, but right now they have it to 7. Connor Sopko will try for a 3. It's short, no good. Rebound to Minders for North Iowa. Across the half-court line, Minders top of the key. Minders to Gerber at the free throw line. Gerber kicks it out. Price looking for a triple. No. Rebound. Dillavu's got it for the Indians. Sopko, Tommy Miller. Miller for 2. Yes. Tommy Miller will find 2. 42-37. 5:43 to play here in the third quarter. Green Sky nearly loses the basketball. Indians crowd trying to get into it. You can probably hear them as they're trying to help the Indians out on defense. Gerber will drive in to Minders for 2. Minders, no. Rebound. Back to Minders. He'll try again. No. And the rebound is fought for. Dillavu's got it. The Indians get a steal. Here comes Forest City. They trailed by double digits in the quarter. Now they have a chance to cut it to 1 possession. Carson Hall, 3, in and out, no good. Strukel, the rebound, it's good, and the foul! Carson Strukel grabs the rebound and puts it back in and gets the harm as well. 4 points for Strukel, and the Indians have it down to 1 possession, 42-39, with a chance to cut it more with a free throw from Carson Strukel. 5:10 to play, third quarter. Free throw on the way is up, no good for Strukel. It's a 3-point game, 42-39. 1 possession. North Iowa has the basketball with Hoffman. Top of the key, Hoffman. Kicks it out. Price will try for a 3. That's no good. Rebound to Hoffman. Second opportunity for North Iowa. Green Sky will try for a 3. No. Minders the rebound. Third opportunity for North Iowa. They score. Bison get a third opportunity. It's now back to 5, 44-39. Tommy Miller across the half-court line to Sopko. Nearly took his coach's head off as Rosacker had a duck out of the way of that one. They go inside to Strukel. Battle for the loose ball. Strukel was touching it. And had his foot out of bounds, so it'll go back to North Iowa. Timeout. North Iowa, full timeout. Bison, 4:33 to play, third quarter. The Indians have it back to 5, 44-39. We'll take a full as well. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Indians boys basketball from KIOW.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life. And learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in and check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you from Buffalo Center tonight. North Iowa High School, the location. Indians trail by 5, 44-39. Across the half-court line comes Noah Hoffman. Hoffman, wild dribble, nearly lost it. He keeps the handle on it. Gerber trying to go inside to Minders, and Minders has it stripped out of his hand. A foul called against Forest City. So Minders will head to the free throw line for a pair. Tommy Miller's called for the foul. It'll be foul number 2 against Tommy Miller in the contest. First free throw is up, and it is no good for Minders. Foul number 1 against Forest City in the half. Each team has 1 foul. Second free throw is up, and it is good for Minders. 45-39, Indians trail again by 6. Have trailed by double digits in this quarter, have had it to 3. Bransoy to Strukel. Strukel out to Carson Hall, is going to try for a 3 in the corner. No. Rebound, Tommy Miller, Bransoy, and Connor Sopko's got it. Tipped off all their hands, finally goes out to Sopko. Tommy Miller in the lane. Miller, Carson Hall steps around a defender, makes one man miss. Good move, Carson Hall. Look at the sophomore play basketball. 45-41. 3:47 to play in the third quarter. Price nearly lost it. Tommy Miller's got a steal now for the Indians, and a foul called against Price. Indians get a steal, and then Price turns around and slaps Tommy Miller trying to get the basketball as a foul called. Price will be called for his second. Indians get the basketball. They trail by 4. They've had it to 3, 45-41. Carson Hall brings it across the half-court line. Tommy Miller back to Carson Hall. Hall has had an incredible game tonight for Forest City, one of his better. Tommy Miller, top of the key, looking for a 3. No good. Strukel, the rebound, puts it back up, and he scores. Carson Strukel. Indians missed him in the first half. He sat most of the first half because of foul trouble. He's got 6 now in the third quarter. It's back to a 2-point game. This is the closest it's been for the Indians all game long. Gerber looking for a 3. That's no good. And it will go to Forest City. Rebound to the Indians, poked out of bounds by North Iowa, and the Indians get it back. 45-43. Closest it's been since Forest City led 15-12. Indians led 15-12 early in the game. North Iowa then took the lead at 18-15, and since then they've led by 3 or more. Carson Hall tried to go inside to Strukel, stolen away by Hoffman. North Iowa, that's Green Sky. Green Sky with a chance to extend the lead. Kicks it out to Minders. Minders traveled, absolutely. And it goes back to the Indians. He picked up his dribble, took 2 steps to get behind the three-point line to try to take a 3. And the Indians will get it back. 2:52 to play third quarter. 45-43, Indians trail by 2. They've trailed by 3 or more since it was 15-15. Jackson Archer back out to Thorson, free throw line. Now Tommy Miller. Can the Indians take the lead? Carson Hall back to Tommy Miller, 20 on the shot clock. They'll set the offense, 2:36 in the game clock in the third quarter. To Thorson. Now to Hall for 2. Hall, yes! We're tied. 45-45, Carson Hall. He's got 14, not his best yet, his best point total, but I think already probably his best game. Defensively, trying to get a stop. He's got one. Carson Hall gets a stop for the Indians. He forced Green Sky to turn it over. He continues with a great game here for the Indians. Defensively, offensively, Carson Hall's been doing it tonight for Forest City. 45-45, 2:12 to play here in the third quarter. Across the half-court line, Tommy Miller's got it for the Indians. Over to Strukel, left wing. Back to Tommy Miller near half court. Carson Strukel, left wing. Carson Hall into the corner. Sopko now to Thorson. Thorson back out to Miller. Here's Hall. 9 on the shot clock. Miller will drive in for 2. Tommy for the lead. No. Rebound Thorson. Foul called on North Iowa. Thorson gets the. No, they're going to call Corey Thorson offensively. So they're going to say Thorson created space. He pushed to create space to grab the rebound, so it's an offensive foul on Corey Thorson. That'll be his first of the game, excuse me. Indians and Bison tied at 45. Top of the key, looking for a three. It's on the way, it's up, and it is good. Brendan Price knocks down a triple for North Iowa. Now the Indians fighting back the other way. Hall nearly lost it. Hall looking for a three. No. Rebound to North Iowa. Bison lead by 3 and have the ball. Gerber for 2. Yes. And North Iowa has re-extended the lead to 50-45. Here come the Indians. Tommy Miller to Thorson. Thorson for 2. Count the basket. Corey Thorson has 8 for the Indians. 50-47. Gerber with the basketball. What a good game we have. Gerber to Price. Inside to Minders. He makes a good post move and scores. 52-47. Indians trail by 5. Sopko in the corner for 3. Yes! Connor Sopko open for 3. Cans it. He's got 11, and the Indians are back to within 2. 52-50. 25 seconds to play in the third quarter. Shot clock off. Price has got the basketball to Gerber. 19 seconds. Gerber is going to try for a 3. No, and the Indians have a chance to tie or take the lead with 13 seconds. 10 seconds to play. Indians will get 1 shot. Coach Rosacker yelling 1-1-1. 5 seconds in the third quarter. Tommy Miller, 3 seconds in the quarter. Hall, 2 seconds in the quarter. At the buzzer, no. And the Indians will trail by 2 going to the fourth. Forest City crowd on their feet. Their Indians have come back from down 11 in the third quarter. It's a 2-point game heading to the fourth. Brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City. We'll have the fourth quarter for you in 30 seconds.
A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW. Our fourth quarter brought to you by our good friends at A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City. Make sure you catch them tomorrow. They've got about 13 minutes if you're around Forest City right now. Head over to your local A&W. Well, 13 more minutes before they close up the shop for tonight. Root beer float, shakes, polar swirls, and more. See them on Highway 69 North in Forest City. A&W, the sponsor of today's fourth quarter. We appreciate our friends there at the A&W for sponsoring the fourth quarter. If you can't catch them today, catch them at 11 o'clock tomorrow. I will, before I head to Bishop Garrigan tomorrow afternoon, Indians and the Golden Bears at 3:15 girls game, but we got an exciting one right now. 52-50, and the Indians got a steal. Here comes Forest City. They're 3-on-2. Tommy Miller in the lane for the tie. No, he's short. Rebound goes to North Iowa. It went out of bounds off of Forest City, and it'll go back to the Bison. 7:40 to play fourth quarter. 52-50. Indians have changed up their strategy. They are face guarding Green Sky and Hoffman and making the other ones beat them. And a foul called on Forest City. Tommy Miller will be called for the foul. It'll be his third. The Indians are face guarding Green Sky and Hoffman and daring North Iowa to try to win with Gerber, Minders, Price, and whoever else enters the game. Minders going to try for a 3. No. Rebound to Gerber, and a foul called on Dillevue. So rebound to Gerber, and Dillevue's going to be called for a reach-in. That'll be Dillevue's second. Foul number 4 on Forest City in the half. They'll inbound the basketball to Green Sky. Now he's got a face of Connor Sopko in his face. They get it to Hoffman. Hoffman drives, but has a shot blocked by Archer. Great shot blocked there by Archer. Now the Indians are running the other way. Tommy Miller in the lane. Miller, floater, tie game. Tommy Miller gets the floater to go. We're tied at 52-52. 1:05 to play in the fourth. Indians' defensive strategy is working right now, but they still got a lot of game left. Inside the Minders. Back out to Price. He's got 6 tonight, 2 threes. Gerber kicks it out to Price. Price in the lane, and a foul is called on Tommy Miller. It'll be the 5th team foul against Forest City. It'll be a hand check on Tommy Miller. So Tommy now will pick up his 4th. He'll have to lead the game, as will Greg Smith. The inbound will have to come here for the North Iowa bench, as the Indians are trying to figure out who's face guarding the two. Connor Sopko's face guarding Green Sky. Archer has got Hoffman. There's Minders will try a 2-point basket. He will score. Minders has 7 for North Iowa, all of them here in the second half. Oh, now Forest City turns it over. 54-52, North Iowa leads by 2, and Noah Hoffman gets the turnover, and that's how he's going to score. First points of the second half for Noah Hoffman as he gets a turnover, and now the Bison lead by 4. Got the Indians trapped in the backcourt. Hoffman tried to get another steal, but this time he kicked it out of bounds, and it will stay with Forest City. 6:18 to play here in the fourth quarter. 56-52. 28 on the shot clock. Shot clock won't reset because there was no possession change. So Forest City has to work with a 28-second shot clock now, and they will bring the ball up from about where they normally do with a 35-second shot clock. Ty Dillavu brings it across the half-court line to Carson Hall. Now in the corner, Sopko for 3. Yes! Connor Sopko left open in the corner for 3. And the Indians are back to within 1, 56-55. 6:01 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hoffman free throw line jumper. No. Rebound Green Sky. Out to Jamison Kramersmeyer, who's in. He'll try for a 3. That's no good. Rebound is taken away by by Connor Sopko, and the Indians have a chance to take the lead. Carson Hall, baseline. Hall, up and under layup. No. And the rebound goes to Kramersmeyer for North Iowa. 56-55, Indians trail. Bison lead by 1. Minders is going to try for a 3. That's no good. Kramersmeyer the rebound to Price, has his shot blocked by Carson Hall. We've got a wild game here. Connor Sopko to Strukel, to Hall, 28 on the shot clock. Everybody will take a breath. The crowd's quiet for a moment. Sopko for 3. Yes! Sopko knocks down the 3, and the Indians lead 58-56. 5 minutes to play in the game. Green Sky, North Iowa trailing now after leading by 11 in the third. Price inside to, now they throw it away. Price try to go inside to Minders. Now the Indians, Connor Sopko for 2. Blocking foul, and 2 free throws come. Connor Sopko will try to give the Indians their largest lead of the game if he makes them both. Foul for North Iowa will be on Green Sky. Green Sky will pick up his first. 3rd team foul against the Bison. Sopko at the free throw line for a pair. First one is good. Sopko now has 18 for Forest City. He had 6 threes on Tuesday. 21 total points. Now he follows it up with 18 tonight. With still 4:46 to play in the fourth. He makes, that one looked like it was going down, but it hit something inside the rim and it came back out. So the Indians will lead, but they lead by 3. Hoffman out to Price for the tie. Yes. Brendan Price knocks down a 3 for the tie. 59-59. Tommy Miller is stopped in the backcourt. Indians got to get it across. They do with Sopko. Sopko, an answer 3. No, it's short. Rebound to Tommy Miller. Indians' second opportunity. Top of the key, Hall inside the lane. Ball's going out of bounds. Saved by the Indians. Tommy Miller for 3. Yes! Tommy Miller knocks down a 3 for Forest City. He's got 11. It's 62-59. Forest City by 3. Carson Hall's got a steal. It's going to the Indians. Carson Hall and Noah Hoffman battled for it after Forest City tried to steal it. Hoffman knocks it out of bounds. The Indians get it back. 62-59. It's getting loud inside the gym here in Buffalo Center. Indians by 3. Tommy Miller is trapped in the backcourt. Miller and Dillavu trying to work it across the half-court line. They got about 5 seconds to do so. To Strukel, to Tommy Miller. Indians get it across. 24 on the shot clock. 3:45 left on the game clock. Indians by 3. Miller in the short corner left side. Carson Hall back to Miller. Miller baseline floater. No. Rebound Dillavu. Out to Connor Sopko. Sopko will try for three. No, and the rebound to North Iowa with 3:26 to play in the fourth quarter. And a timeout's called by the Bison. Indians lead 62-59. 3:24 to play in the fourth quarter. It's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. Everybody needs a deep breath. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
Mayland Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Mayland is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is.
Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Zarin Egestal with you from North Iowa High School. It is 3:24 to play in the fourth quarter, and the Indians lead 62-59. They've only had a couple of leads in this game. They led 15-12. North Iowa then led 18-15, and since then it's been all North Iowa in town. Now the Indians lead by 3. Brendan Price, they inbound the basketball. They set that up for Price perfectly. He's got 4 threes now in the game, and the Indians will keep the basketball. We're tied 62-62 with 3:09 to play in the fourth quarter. Tommy Miller will check back in. Jackson Archer will check out. As the Bison are trying for full court pressure here to get the Indians to turn it over. Forest City has face guarded Green Sky and Hoffman pretty much this entire quarter. Actually half, second and third quarters. And that has helped Forest City climb their way back into the game. Tommy Miller through 2 defenders across the half-court line. Miller floater in the lane. No, too strong. Gets his own rebound, though. Carson Hall for 3. No, it's short. Rebound is fought for. And it's going to be North Iowa basketball. Connor Sopko laid out for that one as he nearly took the scorer's table. Coach Rosacker and anybody else in his way out of the game as he came flying through. Almost took the ref out, almost just bulldozed everybody, but you can't question the kid's heart. Gerber for 2 has his shot stuffed by Carson Strukel. Indians get it back. Tommy Miller to Sopko for 3. Yes! Sopko for 3 in the lead. Sopko has 21 to match his Tuesday night total, 65-62. Price has got the basketball. Gerber will drive baseline. His shot no good. Ball's loose on the floor. There's a fight for the basketball. Timeout North Iowa with the ball. Timeout North Iowa with the ball. 2:18 to play in the fourth quarter. 65-62, 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in 30. Indian basketball from KIOW.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. 65-62, 2:18 to play here in the fourth quarter. Gerber's got the basketball, left wing. Gerber with it, gives it over to Price. Indians lead by 3. Indians are trying to once again face guard. Minders has got it top of the key, going to try for a 3. It's good. Minders knocks down a huge 3 for North Iowa. Not his specialty, but he hits one when he needs to, and we're tied at 65. Carson Hall to Connor Sopko. He's going to try for an answer 3. That's short. Rebound to North Iowa. Bison's got it. Green Sky is running the other way with it. Indians want to try to keep the ball out of his hands. They've been face guarding him, but when he gets the basketball and running the other way, now foul called on Forest City on the floor. Indian fans trying to get into it. Connor Sopko picks up his first foul of the game. He's got 21 points. Inbound pass will come to Minders, 65-65. Gerber to Hoffman for 2. No. Rebound, Minders follow-up, he scores. Minders gets the follow-up at 67-65. North Iowa by 2. Carson Hall to Dillavu, out to Sopko. Sopko for 3 in the lead. No. Rebound to North Iowa. Hoffman across the half-court line. Hoffman, top of the key, Bison by 2 with the ball. Here's Gerber, inside to Minders. Minders back outside to Gerber. He's going to try for a 3. No. Rebound to Dillavu, and the Indians got it. 67-65. 57 seconds left. Carson Hall with the basketball. In the lane to Sopko. Sopko drives in. Tommy Miller will try for a 3. It's good! Tommy Miller gets the roll, and the Indians lead. 41 seconds to go. Indians by 1. Tommy Miller with a clutch 3. He has 14 points for Forest City. Timeout called. 68-67. 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. 68-67. Indians by 1. Tommy Miller gets the clutch roll. What a big shot there from Tommy. He's got 14. Carson Hall has 14. Connor Sopko has 21. That's 42 of the Indians' 68 points from those 3. There's a lot of heart out on this court tonight. You can see it in Minder's face. You can see it in Sopko's face and just about anybody else. Those 2 especially have left it all out on the court tonight. 41 seconds to play. Indians will for sure get the basketball back unless North Iowa gets an offensive rebound. 40 seconds on the shot clock, on the game clock. 30 now on the shot clock. 6-second difference. Indians by 1. Gerber to Greensky. Offensive foul on North Iowa. Indian basketball. And the shot clock's off. Offensive foul called against North Iowa on Gerber, and the shot clock's off. Timeout called by North Iowa. Full timeout. Indians with the basketball. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in 1 minute. 68-67. Forest City has the ball. 31 seconds to play. We're back in 1 minute on KIOW.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW. It's hard to hear anything in this gym. I have headphones on. It's still hard to hear things coming via the radio. North Iowa trying to go for a steal. It'll stay with Forest City. 30 seconds left in the game. Indians lead 68-67. They lead by 1 and they have the ball. The shot clock is off, so North Iowa cannot force Forest City to shoot. They are going to have to foul at some point, but they've only committed 4 team fouls. Timeout Forest City. North Iowa fans wanted a 5-second call. Instead, it's a 30-second timeout called by the Indians. 68-67. 30 seconds. We'll say it has to be a full timeout. They only have fulls left. We'll take 30. We'll come back in 30. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. What a great environment for high school basketball tonight. It's a 68-67 lead for the Forest City Indians. They have hardly led. They trailed by 11 in the third quarter, and they have come back now to take the lead 68-67, and the shot clock is off. So the Indians have to get the ball in. North Iowa has only committed 14 fouls. They have to foul Forest City 3 times. The Indians can take quite a few seconds off this clock as long as they keep getting the ball inbounded. They do to Carson Hall, and a foul is called. So there's number 5. And the Indians are able to take about 3 seconds off the clock. Number 5 on North Iowa, Green Sky will pick up his third. Gerber will pick up his third. Again, the Indians will inbound the basketball. They got to inbound 2 more times. They get it into Carson Hall in the backcourt, and he is grabbed by Frericks. So Frericks will get called for the foul. That'll be his 4th. 6th team foul, so 1 more team foul will send the Indians to the line. Forest City was only able to take about a second off the clock that time, as Frericks grabbed him quickly. Again, they will inbound the basketball to Tommy Miller, and he is fouled either by Gerber, or there's 2 of them that tied it up, either Gerber or Hoffman. It was Hoffman, so Hoffman picks up the foul. Indians took about 2.5 seconds off the clock that time. Here we go, free throw time. If the Indians make them both, Tommy Miller will make it a 3-point game. North Iowa crowd trying to make some noise. Tommy Miller can make it a 3-point game. He gets 2 free throws. First one on the way is up, and it is no good. North Iowa's got it. No good on the free throw. Bison with a chance to win. 22 seconds to play here in the 4th quarter. North Iowa has it with a chance to win. Gerber drives in, foul called on Forest City, and free throws coming for the Bison. Dillevue called for the foul. It'll be his 3rd. 7th on Forest City, and now it is free throws for North Iowa. Green Sky will get 2 to try to take the lead. Broden Green Sky had 15 in the first half. No points here in the second half. He gets 2, or he gets 1 and 1. Pardon me, he misses, and the rebound to the Indians. And Connor Sopko is fouled. Green Sky missed the free throw. Rebound to Connor Sopko. Now there's only 13 seconds left in the game, and Sopko can once again make this a 3-point game. Sopko 1 for 1 from the free throw line tonight. If he makes them both, he'll make it a full 1-possession game. He's 1 for 1 tonight. North Iowa crowd making a lot of noise. Free throw is good. Connor Sopko makes it a 2-point game. Now he can make it a full 1-possession game with a free throw here. 69-67. 13 seconds left in the 4th quarter. He can make it a full 3-possession game. North Iowa crowd yelling, but he makes them both. Sopko under pressure. 23 points on the night for Sopko. What a night for the Forest City senior. Trying to get the Indians a victory here in Buffalo Center, a hard place to win. Indians lead by 3, 70-67, 13 seconds to play. It's Green Sky across the half-court line. Timeout North Iowa. 9 seconds to play in the game, 70-67, full timeout North Iowa. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Indian basketball from KIOW.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hanson Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
Forest City Family Dentistry downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in 1 visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. The Indians lead 70-67, 9 seconds left in the basketball game. Almost 10 seconds, but 9 left in the game. Forest City was down 11 in the 3rd quarter. 70-67. North Iowa will inbound from their front court. Minders inbounds to Greensky. Greensky has the ball stripped out of his hands. Ball's on the floor. It's a jump ball, and it goes to Forest City. He had the ball stripped out of his hands. A jump ball to the Indians. Great defense got Forest City back into it, and now good defense might have just sealed it for the Indians. Still 5 seconds to play in the game. Forest City inbounds to Carson Hall, and he's quickly fouled, and now Carson Hall with a chance at the free throw line to make it a tough one here for North Iowa. If he makes them both, North Iowa would have to score twice in 4 seconds. If he misses, it'll be 1-1. If he misses one, North Iowa will have a chance. Carson Hall. 4 seconds in the game. Hall's free throw. It's no good. North Iowa has a chance. 2 seconds from half court. No, they didn't get it off. They don't get it off. It's over. It's over. They don't get it off. It's stolen by Connor Zapko, and the Indians have come to Buffalo Center and defeated the Bison 70-67 after trailing by 11 in the third quarter. What will go down as an upset win in the top of Iowa Conference. It's Forest City coming to Buffalo Center and walking away with a victory, 70-67. There's the Indian crowd cheering on their team. We'll come back for the postgame show brought to you by County Line Seeds in 3 minutes.
The County Line Seed team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leland, and Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to our area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
The Super Bowl at Forest City is open nightly for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious Bucchese pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer. Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Lovick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City. For earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. What an exciting game that was as Forest City trailed by double digits multiple times in that game, and they come back to win and defeat the North Iowa Bison by a final score of 70-67. It was just an up and down game We started with the first quarter. The game was tied 15-15 at the end of the first quarter. Forest City had the lead 15-12 at one point in that quarter. The Indians led 15-12 at one point in that first quarter. Then North Iowa tied it up 15-15. The Bison come back in the second quarter, make their first three-pointer to take a 18-15 lead, and North Iowa led from that point until we got to the third quarter. The Indians trailed at 1 point in this game by 11 in the third quarter. They go to the fourth quarter, 52-50 going to the fourth quarter, and they outscore North Iowa 20-15. And just some great calls for Forest City. Obviously the players have to execute, and the heart. I mean, if you saw the heart tonight in the players, for those that were here in attendance, you could see it on their faces that the Indians, I don't know what it was about tonight. I don't know what it was about what Coach Rosacker said between the third and the fourth quarters, or what he said at half. Even come out of halftime, they played really well coming out of halftime. I don't know what was said to those players tonight, but you could just see it on Forest City's face. They just they really wanted this one tonight. It's been a tough season for the Indians, and they're going to find their second win. And this one's just pure heart tonight for Forest City. And not that the North Iowa players didn't want to win this game. You could tell they were the same way. I mean, North Iowa kids, Hayden Minders. He saw that his two scorers in Hoffman and Green Sky were being face guarded. The Indians were trying to not let them score. He steps out, tries to hit down some threes. One of them he got called for a travel, but he hit a huge three from the top of the key in this game to keep North Iowa around. And then it came down to defense. Honestly, this game was won by defense from Forest City tonight. They win with defensive efforts, and you can chalk that one up to defense tonight for Forest City as they win again. Let's take you through all the quarters. 15-15 after the first quarter. It was halftime 52-50. North Iowa outscored the Indians 25-16 in the second quarter. North Iowa outscored Forest City in the third quarter 19-12. And then in the fourth quarter, the Indians outscore the Bison 20-15, again, to win the game by a final score of 70-67, the final score in this one. Forest City will escape here with a victory, a hard-fought one, and just a lot of fun to watch this one this evening. All right, let's take a look at our scoring in the contest. Connor Sopko, back-to-back 20-point games. He had 21 for Forest City on Tuesday. He scores 23 tonight to lead all scorers with 23. 14 for Carson Hall, 14 for Tommy Miller. It was 8 points for Corey Thorson, 6 points for Carson Strukel. 2 points apiece for Tristan Brandsoy and for Greg Smith, and 1 point for Jackson Archer. For North Iowa, it was 17 in the contest. For Hoffman, it was 13 apiece for Green Sky and Gerber, and 12 apiece for Price and Minders for North Iowa. Our post-game show today brought to you by County Line Seeds, located off the airport blacktop in Forest City. Not happy with what you're seeing in the fields this year, or what you saw in the fields this year? Give our friends at County Line Seeds a call today, Jake, Chuck, or Matt. 641-581-33.
Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call. Hello. Or you can come in and see us face to face, or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call. Hello. Or you can come in and see us face to face, or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call. Hello. Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10 locations across North Iowa and southern Minnesota. We've got all the perks of a big bank, but we're still right here when you need us most. We still pick up the phone when you call. Hello. Or you can come in and see us face to face. Or chat us up online anytime. However you like to bank, we've got you covered. So where will you go with MBT? Who is MBT Bank? To answer that, you gotta go back more than 75 years when we first started right here in northern Iowa. Fast forward to today, and we've got 10